fucking trust you lately. Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and empathy, and pray that nobody gon' switch up on the addy. Macam ketika yang kita harus terus abadikan. Like without all this pain, I wouldn't be where I am now. I won't let it invade from all this shit. See, it ain't the same now. Nearly jump over that clip, but I can't make me realize how it's smiling. Really a trip to swerve all of that pain somehow. Like, so please, future me, stay strong. Yeah, it's okay. Just look back at all this to see another day. We all into the stress. Yeah, just go pray. Don't give in, stay locked in and find the right way. Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Thank you for making me hate myself so much. Yeah, thanks for driving me insane. I'm this stigma. Thanks for pushing me to the 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 like that. I don't ever wanna be no one-hit wonder. I don't ever wanna be no 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. I don't ever wanna be an idol. Nah. I don't ever wanna be labeled with star syndrome. Sadly, unfortunately, most motherfuckers be drunk off that high, no Hennessy. Most so off that dopamine junk, that's all they done seek. The new rules be the fuel on the motherfucking daily. Can't tell why I can't even fucking trust you lately. Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and empathy, and pray that nobody gon' switch up on the addy. Macam ketika yang kita harus terus abadikan. Like without all this pain, I wouldn't be where I am now. I won't let it invade from all this shit. See, it ain't the same now. Nearly jump over that clip, but I can't make me realize how it's smiling. Really a trip to swerve all of that pain somehow. Like, so please, future me, stay strong. Yeah, it's okay. Just look back at all this to see another day. We all into the stress. Yeah, just go pray. Don't give in, stay locked in and find the right way. Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Thank you for making me hate myself so much. Yeah, thanks for driving me insane. I'm this stigma. Thanks for pushing me to the 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 like that. I don't ever wanna be no one-hit wonder. I don't ever wanna be no 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. I don't ever wanna be an idol. Nah. I don't ever wanna be labeled with star syndrome. Sadly, unfortunately, most motherfuckers be drunk off that high, no Hennessy. Most so off that dopamine junk, that's all they done seek. The new rules be the fuel on the motherfucking daily. Can't tell why I can't even fucking trust you lately. Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and empathy, and pray that nobody gon' switch up on the addy. Macam ketika yang kita harus terus abadikan. Like without all this pain, I wouldn't be where I am now. I won't let it invade from all this shit. See, it ain't the same now. Nearly jump over that clip, but I can't make me realize how it's smiling. Really a trip to swerve all of that pain somehow. Like the new rules be the fuel on the motherfucking daily. Can't tell why I can't even fucking trust you lately. Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and empathy, and pray that nobody gon' switch up on the addy. Macam ketika yang kita harus terus abadikan. Like without all this pain, I wouldn't be where I am now. I won't let it invade from all this shit. See, it ain't the same now. Nearly jump over that clip, but I can't make me realize how it's smiling. Really a trip to swerve all of that pain somehow. Like, so please, future me, stay strong. Yeah, it's okay. Just look back at all this to see another day. We all into the stress. Yeah, just go pray. Don't give in, stay locked in and find the right way. Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Thank you for making me hate myself so much. Yeah, thanks for driving me insane. I'm this stigma. Thanks for pushing me to the 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 like that. I don't ever wanna be no one-hit wonder. I don't ever wanna be no 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. I don't ever wanna be an idol. Nah. I don't ever wanna be labeled with star syndrome. Sadly, unfortunately, most motherfuckers be drunk off that high, no Hennessy. Most so off that dopamine junk, that's all they done seek. The pain, I wouldn't be where I am now. I won't let it get back from my
Okay.
Thank you for giving me all of this drama.
Alright, guys. We can finally start this fucking stream on me karena udah kelar azan isya ya. Jadi kita langsung mulai aja. Tapi tunggu sebentar sebelum kita. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it. Harus udah aman juga sih. Do all the motherfucking daily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's fucking go. Like, wait. Alright. You know what? I'm still play it on the background. You guys can barely hear it though. Jadi noise aja, jadi noise. But yeah guys, welcome. Semua yang mungkin udah ada di apa namanya room ini dari tadi or the stream. It might seem like deja vu at this point, cause I'm basically going to give you guys the deluxe edition of the Scuff fucking re-debut stream from last week. We're going to basically go deeper into into 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢, the original character from my avatar as a VTuber. But before that, let's just go straight into it by doing my intro real quick. Actually, just to make sure that I don't have my shit fucked later on, I'ma just turn off the music for now. I'ma turn on the music later on again after the whole thing is done. But there's like 50 slides on this bit. Like 50 slides up in this bit. So we're gonna be here for a while, I think. Let's see, we'll see. But yeah. Alright, what up y'all, the name Shin3 Chef aka Chef aka Jun X aka Jun XX1, and today guys we're going to be going deeper into my lore, into my taste, into my into all sorts of stuff that I've been basically cooking up for the last like 2 to 3 to maybe even 4 years at this point. But yeah, for now though, I want to go deeper into who I am as a person, and why it's in a way kind of important to basically lay the groundworks for people to understand my concept and whatnot. But yeah, and and all of the projects that I'm going to be releasing in the next few months from now. Yo, Amon, welcome. Very mysterious, yes. Remuni Amon, welcome, selamat datang. But yeah, for now though, let me it's going to be a bit of a deja vu here and there for the slides and whatnot, but it's not gonna be the same for each and every one of these slides. So don't worry, there's going to be a lot of new stuff. Because again, there's around 50 slides now, and I'm gonna be breaking down a lot of stuff up in this bit. So yeah, get your popcorn, get your snacks, get your it's gonna be a wild ride, I guess you could say. Yeah, first of all is the prologue. Actually, you know what, since I already show you guys, I've already shown you guys what I look like behind this mask, so I might as well just not wear this. Hold on, I might as well just wait, where is it? This one? No, that's my shirt. No, that's my leg. There you go. Now you guys can see my face more. But yeah, I'm not gonna blue ball you guys any longer for this for this stream in particular. So if you guys want to see my mouth, here it is. Wait, what does Dr. Robotnik said in the Sonic 3 movie? In the saggy flesh. My shit ain't saggy, but you know what I mean. But yeah, hold on. Before we go straight into it, let me just drink real quick because I'm gonna be yapping for a little while. I think from here on out. All right. I'm gonna still use my pop filter, but just so that I don't, scream or peek to my mic. But sorry if there's still going to be a little bit of ear rape here and there. I cannot control that. No, not really. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's see. Oh wait, never mind. I haven't even read this. Let's rewind that back. let's rewind that a little bit. Okay, first of all, the prologue. Dear everyone who's reading. Dear everyone who's currently reading this, excuse me for sending you this vintage-looking elf invitation letter for my scuff formality of a ritual to finally do another re-debut. Prologue again. Now don't worry, this whole thing is merely just so that I can be more casual in looking like this without having any lingering guilt, strictly from the fact that I haven't done an official re-debut stream yet with this new look of mine. Okay, here's my bio. It's really simple for the ones that doesn't know who the fuck I am. My OC's name is 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢, but my VTuber name is 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢, and my vigilante lore name is JinX. It's basically all about lore. To me, lore is really important because I am a storyteller more so than I am anything else. Even when I make music, I usually just convert the stories that I've wrote, and yeah, change it up into some music. But yeah, anyways, also my nicknames are Chef or Ryu or Chef, whichever fits your bill. I don't really care, as long as you guys don't call me Shin. Shin is it's okay. I don't really care if you guys call me Shin, but in lore wise, Shin is like that negative side of me. That's why it's called Shin Ryu Chef. Shin is the negative side, Ryu is the neutral side, and Chef is the positive side. And that's why it's purple, blue, and green. Most of the color that I use on my avatar are usually those three colors for my color palettes. Yeah. Even my Oshi mark, this emoji or emoji? Yeah, I guess emoji. But the emoji on my Oshi marks, the combination is, there's like 4 now. The main one is still gonna be the mask one, the performing arts one, and then there's the yin and yang symbol, and then there's the Nazar, the what's it called? The eye of actually forget what that's called, but it's not the evil eye, but it is actually, I guess, a double entendre on that, but more on that later. And then lastly is the snake on the rod symbol, which is I can only explain that when it's all ready. But the only one thing left that isn't ready for me to show you guys is actually the yeah, you know what? It's actually kind of like a mascot to my OC in a way. It's a snake, staff, weapon, mic, hybrid. It's like a hybrid of an amalgamation of everything that I need to use as my avatar and whatnot. But yeah, more on that later on as well. More on that later on. After this. For now, let's move on to the next slide. What's next? Oh, lower timeline. Okay, so it's again, I am a storyteller, and the stories that I've wrote is more so specifically for my upcoming light novel series that I'm currently writing. It's actually called Memento Matter. Memento Meta. Yeah. It's actually To in short, in short, my avatar or my OC is basically an indigo child, who has the powers to control the element of water. But in time, after he was not possessed, he was saved. He was saved from the brink of death by getting absorbed. Well, not absorbed. I guess he was saved by basically putting two souls of an angel and a demon, whom they were actually they were born as a jinn, but then they transcended as demons and an angel. Yeah, as a demon and an angel, and those two souls are Shin and Xiao, and that's why the color green and purple is really important. Even when, as you guys can see, the Nathan saga, in which is the high school era from 2017 to 2019, and then it's after that is the Finfluence saga, which is the university/college arc or saga, which is 2020 to 2023 or 2024, you give or take, and then give or take, and then the last saga from this light novel that I'm writing is actually from the year 2024 until not really, it's not really done yet for me to precisely say on what year is gonna be, but yeah, for now I'm just gonna call it 2020. No, not 2020. It's really, I have a feeling that it's gonna be the longest saga, because of the fact that it's actually really complicated, the story itself that I'm writing for this saga in particular, because it's coming into an adulthood type of storytelling, and it isn't as simple as a self-contained high school storytelling, or anything similar to something like that. But yeah, for now though, let's continue on to the. Oh, okay, here we go. It's more of a it's basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing for you guys to see what year for each era or saga is. All right, next up is my skills. These I think I only had like, I think it was like only 5, and this time I wrote down some more, and there's now 6, which this is not really, it's not really accurate. Okay, I'm just putting out random numbers that just pops up in my mind, and I don't know, like vaguely feel like it's accurate, I guess. I can't really summarize on what I'm really capable of in numbers. If I feel like those type of stuff can only be, it can only be summarized by people that's observing me as myself. I guess it's kind of it's not really fair, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's not really fair. But yeah, for now though, as you guys can see, the singing part of me is around 69 to 70%. My voice acting side of me is like 70 to 72%. My rapping side is around 80 to 88%. And then there's my public speaking side, which is around 70 again to 72%, similar to my voice acting side. But then there's the gaming side of me that's it's like a 50-50 chance, a 50-50 chance of me being either decent playing games and whatnot, but it's really a toss. It's really a dice toss. And I can't really say, because again, there's all sorts of games, and there's all sorts of different types of games. So the only one that I can say that I'm actually kind of good at is, again, as I've always mentioned this before, is a Tetris or Tetrio, maybe even specifically if you guys played the Tetrio. But yeah, Tetris, I've come to really like that game, even till this day. I still play it here and there, but not on, just not on stream. But yeah, we'll see if I can play it later again. But since last time I got banned for some reason, that shit was kind of crazy. But yeah. Hold on. Before we continue though, let me just check if my shit is good. All right, I think we're good. All right, next up is my video editing. Lastly, yeah, on my skills. Skills chart, I guess you could say, parameter. It's really also a toss. To me, it's 85%. Because video editing, it's one of the main things that I've been learning slowly but surely, as for the past like 2 years now. And yeah, I just, it's more so like I like the things that I do here more so than the skills itself. Because if I like rapping, then yeah, I'm gonna put it higher. If I like singing less, then yeah, I'm gonna put it lower. And yeah, it's more so like the things that I like more. So I'm not really sure if this if the skills itself accurate at all, and in terms of how it's really portrayed, I guess you could say. But yeah, anyways, next up is video games. Yeah, we're going back to it, but next time, wait, not next time, last time it was only like I think, yeah, it's only like nostalgic games. I think I only show you guys nostalgic games that I really like as a kid and whatnot. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee real quick there. But yeah, we're going to go deeper now and more specific. Going all the way back to my to classic PC games. As you guys can see, I have more now, and first of all we have the 3x3 or 3x3 for favorite classic PC games, and the first one is definitely Peggle. It doesn't have to necessarily be Peggle Knights, but Peggle Knights is the specific one that I used to always play back in the day. But yeah, next up is Insaniquarium. Insaniquarium. Deluxe. There's a lot of deluxe. I just realized a lot of deluxe names. I'm not sure if they just like to put the word deluxe into their game's name and whatnot to make it more fancy, I guess. But yeah. Insaniquarium, definitely one of them. Zuma, definitely as well. Zuma Deluxe, or maybe even Zuma. I think it was called Zuma Revenge. I see these types of games similarly, kind of like Peggle as well. They're more so like basically the same, but maybe here and there's some difference in stories and whatnot. And all right, next up is number 4 is Talisman Deluxe. Talisman is a really addicting game back in the day that I used to play that. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna try all of these games on. I'm pretty sure I still have it in my old folders of classic PC games. And yeah, we'll go back to these. After the whole slide is done, the whole presentation is done. But yeah, next up is Plants vs Zombies, the classic, of course. I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama know this classic of a franchise, of a series. Yeah. But yeah, next up is the Wizard's Pen. The Wizard's Pen is specifically a really close and dear to my, I don't know, like psyche, just because of the fact that it was the concept itself was really interesting and different to me back then. I'm not sure if it's really like that with you guys, but it's basically one of those games that makes you think. It makes you it makes your brain move a bit more than other types of video games out there. Yo, Selena Yamino, welcome. Hello, sir. And also welcome Kizupi. Welcome. Oh, are you the animator? I think Otok Otok. I think I remember that name. Also Selina, again, welcome guys yang baru datang. Selamat datang, selamat malam. Excuse me guys if I speak more so in English for now, but after the presentation I can assure you that I can go back into my native mode. Native mode, yeah. But yeah, for now though, I'm gonna just speak in English more so than none. But yeah, let's move on to the seventh one. Is Hammerheads. This game was really addicting as well. It's similar to Talisman Deluxe. It's a really addictive, addicting game. It's all about smashing gnomes. But yeah, and next up is Mummy Maze. Mummy Maze was a really interesting game as well. It has a little bit of that horror element to it because it's all about mummies, and you're basically getting chased down by mummies, and you need to basically find a way to get out. At a pyramid. I'm pretty sure it's the pyramids, right? Mummies, pyramids, of course. But yeah, the last one is Bookworm Adventures. Again, it's one of those games that makes you think, and I really do appreciate games like that. You know, that actually makes you think as a kid back in the day. Looking back at it and whatnot. But yeah. Next up is let's see, what's the next one? Oh, favorite NDS games. Okay, Nintendo DS. Oh me. All right, so this is it's a little bit weird, I guess you could say. I'm not. It's my taste in games are quite odd, I guess you could say. But there's a lot of the same games. Well, not really, but same vibe. Because again, my taste in games are kind of. All over the place, I guess you could say. But the first one is Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, or how you should pronounce that. But it's definitely a really interesting looking Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. One of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that has the 3D models, right? I'm pretty sure. It's been a really long time since I revisit the game itself. But yeah. And then there's Dokapon Journey. I liked it because it was basically Dokapon Kingdom's other. It's basically like it's basically the same game with Dokapon Kingdom, but it has more of a pixelated aesthetic and whatnot because it is the NDS after all. Hold on, welcome. Wait. Never mind. I received the invitation debut, but I think I'm too late. Yes, it's okay. It's all good. You're basically on. It's all good. I'm basically doing the whole re-debut again, but only the presentation side of things. So you're basically not late, but sort of, because it was last week. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, next up is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5DS World Championship 2011 over the Nexus. It's a mouthful of a name, but I wrote it WSA. WSA 2011. But the 2000 wait, was it? Oh, okay. I think I put the wrong. I'm not sure if I put the wrong. I think I was supposed to put the 2010 game instead of the 2011, because I do remember 2010 was more, I don't know, like the story was more memorable, I feel like, and you can even like make your own character and whatnot, and that was really sweet. I really appreciate games when they let you make your own characters and whatnot. And then hold on, Sub Brada, yo hello, welcome Kurai Tanuki Virais, welcome. Devil Survivor and Dokapon Kingdom are my faves. Hey, let's go. Yes, sir. Devil Survivor. Oh, yeah. Next up is Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor. It's a really... At first I thought this was a Persona game. Because, again, the art style looks really similar. Oh, me. But it turns out it was just a Shin Megami Tensei series. It's not really the same world as the Persona world, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really bad at this because again, I have never finished playing two of these games ever, the Devil Survivor games. But I did watch the anime, and it was really nice actually. The anime was really interesting and really interesting. Hey, but yeah. All right, all right. Next up is Herbs Sims in the City. One of the only few Sims games on the NDS that I ever played, and yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. It really put in the bud of me, liking the urban aesthetic of the world and whatnot. But yeah. I don't even know what I just I just said just now. But yeah, next up is the second Devil Survivor game. It's I think I remember more on the second game actually. Now that I think about it, the first game I don't really remember much, but I did remember playing more on the second game. But yeah, next up also as well is the 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9 doors. 999 Zero Escape. The first Zero Escape series game that was released, and I honestly didn't really play the DS version. I played the PC version, but then I was curious and basically played the DS version on my own time off stream, and it was cool. It was cool. It was nice. It was still basically the same thing, but in a handheld pocket format, I guess you could say. But yeah, next up is Sonic Rush Adventure. I was going to put just the first Sonic Rush game, but I don't really. Yeah, I remember playing Sonic Rush Adventure more in the past. That's the only reason why. But if you guys think that the first Sonic Rush game is way better, more power to you. Because oh, actually, you know what? Also, because of the pirates aesthetics, I think that's why. and I was like, I was already liking One Piece back then, but yeah, I think that's one of the other reasons why. And then lastly is Trauma Center, Under the Knife. I don't actually remember this game as much as I would wish to, but I feel like it's one of those games that I will definitely play on stream to go back and see if I actually remember playing it in the past or not. Because again, I play a lot of anime stylized games because I just like anime. I'm a be real. I'm a own up to it. But yeah, if it's different but same developer. I see. Atlas. Budak Atlas ya aku emang. But yeah, next up after the NDS game goes to the PSP games. My favorite PSP games. Well, the first 9 that immediately came up at the top of my mind. But yeah, first is the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force series. I actually don't really have a specific one that I favor over, but I'm pretty sure I play more on the third game because of the fact that there's more cards, and that's the only why. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why I played. I remember more on the GS Tech Force one, the third GS Tech Force game, or I guess you could say just the Tech Force series. But yeah, it was one of those addicting card games. Bukan judol, then say no to judol. Fuck no. But yeah. Next up is also a sports game that I haven't really put. I think it's one of those first sports games that I also was addicted to. NBA Street Showdown. Basically, if you guys if you guys know street ball or just street basketball, yeah, it's basically that. And it's really way more fun to me because you guys can basically do all sorts of tricks, kind of similar to Tony Hawk's or skateboarding games from back in the day, that you basically need to also do all sorts of tricks and whatnot to gain more points and whatnot. But yeah, next up is Crash Tag Team Racing. It is basically the same game with the PS2 one, I don't know how, but the PSP version feels exactly the same. At least to me. I don't know. Maybe the graphics is way worse, but I just don't see it. I can't see it. Maybe I'm just that. Maybe I'm just that blind. But yeah. Next up is Disaster Report 3 or Zetai Zetsume Toshi 3. I only played this because I played the first 2 games, although I never really finished playing the first game, so I'm definitely gonna do that later on down the line for the first game in particular. But the second game I definitely finished playing that quite a lot off stream because I really do like that second game, Raw Danger. But the third game was unfortunately was not released in the Western side of things, and it was stuck as a Japanese exclusive game. But fortunately though, there's a lot of people that actually was, you know, urging to play the third game on the PSP. It's only on the PSP as well, by the way. But yeah, they ended up having an English patch done by the fans and whatnot, and yeah, that was an actually really nice experience. You guys can actually check out the gameplay or the playlist for the gameplay for this game in particular on my other channel, my VTubing channel, Shinryu Chef. I'm pretty sure I have a playlist for that. But I did I did publish the VODs and the highlights and whatnot. Yes, sir. Crash Persona and GTA. Okay, yeah. Next up is Star Wars Unleashed. It's actually this is one of those also surprising game ports that is actually, you know, it's really nice. Even if the graphics might look a bit downgraded compared to the original one, it was still a nice game to play because it feels like a 1-to-1 in terms of gameplay, and I don't think I'm pretty sure there's even more that they put within the PSP version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Yo, Ryunana. Oh no, it's Bishop. Wait, what do you mean it's a Bishounen? What do you mean? But yeah, welcome Ryunana. Welcome. But yeah, guys, next up as well though is the Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. One of those GTA games that also was it was around on my PSP back in the day for quite a while, but I didn't really get to finish the game as well. Now that I mention it, you know what? I'll definitely try the Vice City Stories on stream in one of these days, because I'm pretty sure GTA 6, right? GTA 6 is supposed to be coming up next year. Well, it's a PSY exclusive, I guess. But I'm pretty sure that the setting is basically like Vice City, right? Or was it in Florida? Or is Vice City just Florida? You know what? I don't fucking know. I don't know Americans geographics, so don't come screaming at me for butchering all of that just now. But next up is 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 Badass Rumble. It is a interesting bully-esque Japanese game. It's basically if you have Yakuza, like the Yakuza game is basically okay. If I'm gonna compare this 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 series, it's basically like since there's GTA, there's also Bully, right? There's GTA and then there's Bully, and then in my comparison, there's Yakuza, the Yakuza series, and then there's 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. Basically 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 is basically kind of like a watered down version of a Yakuza game, because you're basically a high schooler, but you're a Yankee, so you're you're basically a bully, a Japanese bully, yeah, something like that. I don't know how to explain that. It's a really interesting game though, because again, there's only one English version of this game, and I'm pretty sure there's other 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 games, but this is the only one that's actually released and available in English, unfortunately. But yeah, next up though is Persona 3 Portable. It's one of those first Persona games that I've ever played, but unfortunately, due to the amount of grinding that I had to do on this game, I unfortunately dropped. I think I dropped the game around. Again, it's kind of similar to Vest, because basically the grinding is really that kind of tiring in a way. And I'm pretty sure, even with the portable one, I got to around the hot spring hot spring part of the game. I don't even, was that only in Fest, or was that also in Port? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't. I need to revisit these games again, because again, I really do appreciate old games more so than I do to newer games. No offense to the newer newer gen of games, the newer generations of games, but I don't know. Older games just has that certain charm to it that I don't know. I just appreciate more, I guess you could say. But lastly, though, is Steambot Chronicles Battle Tournament. Steambot Chronicles, of course, it's also on the PSP, but it's a watered down. It's definitely a what? It's definitely a watered down version of the original Steambot Chronicles on the PS2, in which again you guys definitely should try it if you guys like action RPG or action GRPG. It's I mean, the essence of a Steambot Chronicles game is still there. You guys can actually, you know, walk around as your own character and whatnot, but it's not really as free. It's not as free roamy, I guess you could say, as the original one on the PS2. But yeah, it's definitely it's also, you're basically playing as a different character as well, with different sets of casts compared to the original game. But you know, it's still in the same world, because there's even characters from the actual original game on the PS2 that appears in the PSP game here. That's called Battle Tournament. But yeah, let's go next to the other sets of games that I have on here. Okay, these are the PS2 games that I've mentioned on last week's Scuff fucking review stream. But I'm just gonna spill out every single one of these. The first 25 games that came to mind and is really close and near dear to my heart. Well, sort of. But yeah, I'ma just list it out, and you guys can just look all it up on your own time. I do recommend every single one of these games for you guys to play. But yeah, let's just go down to it. The first is Raw Danger. Second one, Steambot Chronicles. Third one, Persona 4. Fourth one, Barnyard. Fifth one, DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Fifth one is Persona 3 Vest. Sixth one, Lego Indiana Jones. Seventh one, Ultraman Fighting Evolution 3. Eighth one is Sonic Unleashed. Ninth one is Bully. Bully. 10th one is Rogue Galaxy. 11th one is the Monster Hunter 2. Right. And then the 12th one is, wait, was it 12? Was whatever. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say the games now. I'm just gonna say the names of these games. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Next up is Sonic Riders. There's the other one, Gravity Zero or something. It's kind of similar. I'm not sure if it's the same linear story and whatnot, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really remember much. Hold on. Let me just read back to the chat as well. Vest, Portable, Reload, still have the same storyline. Portable, a little bit different. You can pick female version and have a different size. Oh yeah, that's. You know what? Yeah. Next up, the next time I'm ever gonna play Portable on stream, I'm definitely gonna choose the female route, the femme MC route, because I'm pretty sure I never actually tried the female route ever. Because yeah, it used to be like to me back in the day, it used to be like it has to be a male for me to get for me to get the POV of the MC. So it's nothing. I'm not I'm not sexist. It's more so on the role playing side of things. Anyways, let's go move on to the next one. DON, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto, a Smash Ultimate type of anime extravaganza. DON Battle Stadium. Next up is Innocent Life. It's a futuristic Harvest Moon. If you guys know of that, it's I'm pretty sure it's also on the PSP. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a really good game as well. Next up is Samurai Warriors 2 Empires. I specifically chose the Empires one because again, I do appreciate again when you are given the choice to basically make your own character, and that's it's a really nice treat, I guess you could say, for games like those. Anyways, next up is the Warriors. I'm pretty sure it's a Rockstar. Yeah, it's a Rockstar game because it has a lot of violence to it. I'm pretty sure it's also based on a movie. I haven't actually watched the real movie itself, but the game was really nice. I really do appreciate the unique fighting combat system and whatnot. But yeah, next up is the Crash Tag Team Racing again. When it comes to Crash, I don't know why, but the Tag Team Racing one feels like a whole package in one deal, like a 3-in-1 deal. Because you guys can basically race with cars and whatnot in that game, but you guys can also walk around and basically do a bit of a platformer here and there in that game. Also, let me just read out more of the chat. Different side, yeah. Sonic Riders. Oh, Gravity Zero. Yes. All right. Gravity Zero. The only thing I remember is the word gravity. Yeah. I'm not sure if it has the riders in the name as well. But yeah. Right. Next up is what's next up? Was it blah blah blah? Oh, it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. San Andreas. This game is I feel like everybody knows what this game's all about, so I don't really know. I don't really have to explain to you guys. Next up is also another Harvest Moon game. It's the a Wonderful Life 1, because it was one of those Harvest Moon games that actually get me hooked for quite a while. It's the 3D one, right? Yeah, the 3D third person one. Then the next up is Sims 2 Castaway. Again, when it comes to Sims, I really do like it. Most of the Sims games, but if I can only pick one, I feel like Sims Castaway. Again, it was one of the most intriguing concept to me, because at first it feels like, damn, where the furniture's at? Where the hell's at? where are the, you know what I mean? But then it got me thinking, oh wait, this feels more, I don't know, like it feels more achievingly satisfactory. Yeah. You get what I mean. It feels more. It feels like you're working to up to your house, your clothes, your food. It feels more. What's the word? I can't. It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't find it. But yeah, you guys what I mean. You guys get what I mean. But yeah, next up is the Def Jam Fight NYC. Again, it's a fighting game as well, but it's a really interesting one because you guys can basically play as artists. I think more so on the rapper side of things, because hip hop was really all about Def Jam, the Def Jam game series and whatnot. I think there was the other one with the Vendetta in the name, but I don't remember the full name. But yeah, anyways, next up is The Simpsons Hit and Run, possibly my favorite ever PS2 games, because it is really fun. I'm pretty sure I played so many times and I like finished the game so many times by this point. It's like I think Barnyard, Raw Dangers, Steamboat Chronicles, Simpsons Hit and Run, maybe even Budokai Tenkaichi. But those games, I'm pretty sure those are the games that I've finished quite a lot in my lifetime. But yeah, and next up is lastly is the NBA Street Volume 2, because the Street Showdown is only on the PSP, but it's also there's also the NBA Street Volumes series, which is on the PS2. Pretty sure it's basically the same thing, as my memory serve to remember and whatnot. But yeah. But I do remember more playing on the PSP one. But yeah. Sadly, Wonderful Life on PS2 system can handle it. It is very slow due to performance issue compared to the GameCube version. Oh, really? I did not know that. Wait, so did I play that game back in the day on my PS2? Was that like... was I playing a slower version of the game? I mean, I don't really remember much, but... Well, dang, if that's the case. Okay, next up. Oh, we got movies and shows. Alright. We only got up to the PS2 games because I'm only mentioning games that basically was always around my childhood days, right? Also, I just realized, where is Sonic Unleashed here? But yeah, oh yeah, I guess I did mention Sonic Unleashed, Bully, Rogue Galaxy, but I wasn't really... Yeah, I wasn't really breaking down the games themselves, but Sonic Unleashed is definitely one of those first Sonic games that got me a little obsessed. Bukan, not upset, obsessed a bit about Sonic and whatnot. But yeah, those were the days. All right, next up though are movies and shows that I really dig and I really do recommend for you guys to watch. It's gonna be a little bit weird, but bear with me. And a little bit, I guess you could say, on the nose. But yeah, here are my favorite live action TV shows. At least the ones that immediately pops on the top of my mind when I made this list. But yeah, the first is Peaky Blinders. Definitely, I watched every single. I'm pretty sure there's like six seasons, right? It's been a while since I last watched the final episode of the series itself, and hopefully the movie, hopefully, there's going to actually be a movie for Peaky Blinders, because it was kind of like a rumor around town, I guess you could say. But yeah, hopefully there's gonna be a tribute movie for Peaky Blinders one of these days. Next up is Alice in Borderland. Not just the second season, but both seasons. Really nice. I really do enjoy this series more than I do for Squid Game, because I'm pretty sure people was comparing the both of those series, because it was like, I'm pretty sure, releasing at around the same time. But I do favor Alice in Borderland more, because it has a really interesting concept, basically, to me. And then next up is That's Game, a drakor or a K-drama show, which is all about actually, how can I describe this series? The MC was depressed, right? He was depressed at the beginning of the series, and then he basically Kermit. And then he basically was forced to live inside of people who are about to die. Right? I think that's yeah. It's been like a year or two. I think a year. I'm pretty sure like around a year since I watched the series itself. But yeah. It's a really good series as well. It's gonna make you cry, I'm pretty sure, if you guys love your family, if you guys are maybe kind of sensitive with the topic of mental health and whatnot. And yeah, next up is Loki, of course. Loki was, I was not sure at first about the series. It felt like, wait, what? Why are they making a TV series for Loki? I thought he died in Infinity War. Was it Infinity War or Endgame? I'm pretty sure Infinity War. Yeah. But but it was surprisingly good. It was surprisingly good, really good actually. Way better than Moon Knight, but I still do like Moon Knight overall because it does tackles a lot of deep topics, I guess you could say. Even I'm pretty sure around episode 5 that was like that was the peak of of an emotional roller coaster for me. But yeah, I still remember that for Moon Knight. But before that though, we have The Boys. The Boys, the whole series with 4 seasons so far, and I'm pretty sure they are gonna be releasing the final 5th season next year. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe even this year. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like next year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a really good series as well. The Boys. I really do recommend it if you guys are perhaps, if you guys like superhero stuff, but not on the not really on the traditional side of things. But if you guys don't like gore, and if you guys like Invincible, I really do recommend The Boys. But if you guys don't really like stuff that is too graphic, then I don't really recommend it. Since The Boys is basically a really graphic version of the superhero genre and whatnot. But yeah, next up is the Severance, Sorry, it's a really really interesting series. I don't really know how to describe it, but you guys need to just watch it for yourself to basically understand what it's all about. I can't even explain it to anybody if I want to. Yeah. Next up though is called an incurable case of love. I don't know what it's called in Japanese, but I watched the series. At first, I was like, ain't no way I'm about to like a rom-com, a live action one at that. If it's an anime, then maybe, I guess, because I do like Oregairu and all that. But again, I don't even like romantic series. Romance, it's not really my thing. But this series somehow low-key convert me into liking romantic stories and whatnot. Yeah. But but yeah, next up is My Name, Not Your Name. It's My Name. It's a Korean series, a Korean crime detective series. I guess you could say. It's a really interesting series as well. The main character is a girl who was, I'm pretty sure, had her family killed by like a gang of, I'm not sure what do they call them. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's still called a gang of mafias in Korea, but they're basically a gang of mafias or a crime syndicate, you guess you could say. But yeah, and she's basically, I'm pretty sure, was grew up to be a detective, right? To be a police officer. Maybe, I'm not sure which one specifically. Again, it's been a while since I watched this one, but it's still a really recommended one. It's filled with action, drama, suspense, tension, and all that. But yeah, we'll recommend it as well. Next up is Moon Knight. I already did explain what Moon Knight's all about, but yeah, it's a really interesting Marvel. I'm really surprised that Marvel was brave enough to tackle Moon Knight at an early stage of their Phase 4. I think it was it was after Endgame, right? Yeah. With Loki, and then there's Moon Knight. But again, it's a really interesting series that I don't think everybody is gonna be able to enjoy, but I do still enjoy it through and through. And fun fact, Moon Knight is actually one of those games. Wait, what games? Series that gave me inspiration to basically build up the character that I have right now. But it's more so on the Ikemen form, not really on the Bishounen one. The Bishounen one is yeah, not really. But the concept of having so many voices in your head, that was basically the inspiration as well for my Shinryu of a concept. Although, since I'm pretty sure, yeah, Moon Knight is more so like a DID type of ordeal, right? But yeah, my Shinryu version one is more so on the side of kind of like Sukuna with Yuji, and then Naruto with Kurama. Yeah, it's not really a mental gymnastics type of thing, but it's more like a literal soul on top of soul in one body and whatnot. But yeah. Next up though is Gen V, which is funny enough. Gen V also just released its second season teaser trailer. Yeah, it was really interesting actually. After I watched that, it wasn't really showing anything yet. Like, I don't really know what the plot line is gonna be about, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be kind of like a tournament arc sort of. I think they're basically forced to, yeah, to basically explore their superpowers more, because Gen V is basically like the X-Men's, it's Gen V is in this. By the way, Gen V is also in the same world with the Boys series, right? It's like basically Marvel having a whole cinematic universe, and then the Gen V is basically like a more down to earth and focused on college students, with superpowers as their characters, and the whole concept is also similar to the X-Men school, right? Yeah, because it's basically a school, a university that's focused to basically have superpowered students to represent them, to basically become a hero in the future and whatnot. But yeah, let me let me stop yapping about that. And next up is Mandalorian. I don't think I have anything. I don't think I need to explain what Mandalorian is. But if you guys don't know, Mandalorian is basically a series where in the world of Star Wars, the Mandalorians are basically the first. I'm pretty sure the first Mandalorian that I ever seen was Boba Fett, right? Boba Fett and the other dude, Jango Fett, was it? Was that his name? Basically, a lineage of assassins, bounty hunters. Yeah, bounty hunters, and Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, is the main character basically of the whole thing. But Mandalorian, Mando himself was is basically the main character of it all. But yeah, I don't think I need to explain it on what it is. You guys, but it is recommended. I do recommend it a lot. It's a really it's a really cute. It's a really fun. It's a really interesting show all throughout. But yeah, next up is Squid Game. Again, I don't think I need to explain what Squid Game is all about. Next up though is All of Us Are Dead. This is another Korean show, but it's all about zombies. Basically a class filled with students, but they're the only ones that are not infected. Well, yet. Some of them I'm pretty sure got infected, but yeah, they basically have to survive on the school, because the school is the only place left where the zombie outbreak wasn't reaching, I guess you could say. But yeah, Next up though is Sweet Home. It's a similar survival Korean show. You know what? Yeah. Again, as I think I've mentioned this before, but I really do like Korean shows when they have like survival types of storytelling, surviving, I don't know, aliens, surviving through zombies, all sorts of survival stuff. I don't know, but it just piqued my interest, I guess you could say. But yeah, next up is Peacemaker, a DC show. Uh, deriving. I think it was like, yeah, it's like basically a continuation from the Suicide Squad movie, where they have Peacemaker as one of the characters, which is again played by John Cena, if you guys didn't know. And it's a really funny, a really fun, a really down to earth show. It's a really nice show to basically explore more on the DC world, and but you don't really have to basically know anything. I'm pretty sure. A bonus side, I guess it's a bonus if you already watched the Suicide Squad movie, but I'm pretty sure you don't really have to watch anything before that. Kind of like Creature Commandos, in which I'm gonna be mentioning after this, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, next up though is called House of Anubis. House of Anubis is a series from Nickelodeon. I really, really, I don't really. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I only liked this series back in the day, and I even still remember it till this day. Was because of the fact that it reminds me a lot of Harry Potter, Harry Potter, and somehow Gravity Falls somehow. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's the only reasons why I remember of the series itself from Nickelodeon. Not a lot. I do have some Nickelodeon series that I really do have a fond memory of, kind of like iCarly, or maybe Sam and Cat, or maybe what's the other one? Oh no, that's Disney XD, Kicking It. Yeah, it's actually there as well. But yeah, next up though, before that is Tomorrow, another survival. Well, it's well basically a survival series, but it's filled with action and tension and suspense. But it's a really nice show as well. Tomorrow, a K-drama show as well. Again, another K-drama show again as well is called Duty After School. It's similar to All of Us Are Dead, but Duty After School is more so about aliens, not zombies, but aliens from outer space. I'ma just say that. Uncanny Encounter is also the next one. There's 2 seasons of it now. It's kind of like an action pack. It's not really. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. It's basically a superhero, not really. More so on the action pack types of series and show. Still recommended though. But yeah, next up is Kicking It. Kicking It is a really nice karate show, martial arts and whatnot, and Kicking It with you. Yeah, I still remember the the intro, and yeah, it's a really nice show. It's a really nice, fun. Oh no, is it kind of? It's not really innocent because there's a lot of weird stuff. Now that I think about it, but it's still a fun show to watch back. You know, Kicking It, and then there's next up is Atlanta. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Atlanta is a really different series compared to the rest of these series that I've mentioned so far. But it's starring on. I'm pretty sure it's written also and directed by Childish Gambino himself. Correct me if I'm wrong, but again, Childish Gambino is one of those actors and celebrity that I really do take inspiration from, and you know, was inspired to be like, because he's basically the epitome of how a creative person would want to explore his, you know, yeah, just his interest and potential in creating all sorts of stuff. And yeah, and this Atlanta show is basically the peak of his performance in a television format, I'm pretty sure. But next up though is called extracurricular. I think this is more of a it's kind of like a bullying type of show, similar to the next one as well, study group. But study group is more so on the anime esque webtoon type of show or a K-drama show, but still recommended nonetheless. Similar again to as well the next one, which is called Weak Hero. And then lastly is a is a really weird show on on the old Space Tune channel. It's called Jungle Run. I think it's not even called that on Space Tune back in the day. I'm pretty sure it's just called The Jungle or something. But it's a really fun show. It doesn't really have any stories to it, I'm pretty sure. I don't even remember, but it was just a fun show in general. That's all I remember. But yeah, anyway, I'm not even sure if you can call that a TV show actually, now that I think about it. Anyways, next up though. Favorite movies. I already explained everything on why I chose each and every one of these. But I'm gonna just list out every one of them, and then we can move on to the next one. Okay, these are my favorite movies that immediately pops to mind. I'm pretty sure there's still a lot more that I'm not remembering at the top of my mind, I guess you could say. But yeah, first and foremost, there's Wall-E, Across the Spider-Verse, A Silent Voice, Rush Hour, Avengers: Infinity War, Inception, Big Hero 6, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Kung Fu Panda, The Suicide Squad, Chambers of Secrets, Harry Potter, Chambers of Secrets, Transformers 1, IP Man, IP what? Ip Man, I'm sorry, Transformers, the first one, the first live action movie. Star Wars Rogue One, Detective Pikachu, Ratatouille, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Puss in Boots, Ready Player One, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, One Piece Strong World, Rush Hour 2, and Deadpool. A lot of movies. There's still so many. There's so many like movies. I can't really say. It's not like, because movies is really they're really different, and they only got like what, an hour to 2 to 3, maybe even 4 with the Snyder cut of that fucking Justice League movie. But anyways, I'm getting off tangent. Off on a tangent. But next up are my favorite cartoons. I'm pretty sure I didn't have this list last time. Yeah. I only mentioned my favorite movies. I don't think I put any of my favorite cartoons or shows, animated shows. But yeah, these are my 25 or 5 times 5 favorite show that I've put together on this on this list of favorite animated shows or cartoons. All right, let's see what we got. First and foremost is Arcane. Really good show, really nice show. It's a really some people can't even call it a cartoon, but I'ma just still call it cartoon. Cartoon. It's either it's a cartoon or is it an anime. That's the only way I can see it at this point. But all in all, they are just animated shows. That's it. But yeah, Arcane, Avatar, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. SpongeBob SquarePants, of course. Regular Show, Adventure Time, one of the big threes of Cartoon Network. I feel like, Infinity Train, a really underrated show that I feel like more people should watch. Unfortunately, it's not really available everywhere, but Infinity Train is still really recommended for you guys that really love the concept of how It's kind of similar in a way with Adventure Time in a weird way, because there's so many random stuff, but it feels so aesthetically pleasing and constructed in a way that you wouldn't really think that it's that random as Amazing of the Amazing World of Gumball, or maybe even a regular show. It's really still self-contained in a way, well, weirdly enough. But yeah, again, Infinity Train. Next time is next time what? Next up is the Ben 10 series, all in all, except the the reboot one. That's why I said Prime Timeline. It's the Ben 10, the first Ben 10, and then there's Ben 10 Alien Force, and then there's Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, and then there's Ben 10 Omniverse. Omniverse is my favorite one because of the fact that it really, I don't know, at first I didn't really like the art style. Kind of similar to how Teen Titans Go was looking like, but it's still it gradually grew on me and definitely ended up becoming my favorite of the bunch. But yeah, Ben 10 Omniverse, and then Infinite Train. Oh yeah, and then we got Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls, of course. one of the inspiration from why I'm making this slides, this presentation, this whole aesthetic to be like vintage like, is actually from Gravity Falls journal aesthetics and whatnot. I really do like how they would look like, I guess you could say. And it makes the most sense as well. It makes the most sense due to the fact that my OC, or my avatar's whole lore, is all about journaling his whole life, and that's why he likes to also write a lot. But yeah, next up though is the Boondocks. The Boondocks show or series. It's a really raunchy show. It's a really raunchy animated show, but it's still really hilarious. So, if you like urban, if you like Western culture, you guys would definitely like this show called The Boondocks if you have never seen it before. But yeah, next up though is The Amazing World of Gumball, as I've already mentioned before. It's a really nice wait, actually, now that I think about it, The Amazing World of Gumball did have, yeah, it's basically coming back, right? But I think it has a different name now. Wait, is this a re-debut stream or what? Yes and yes. But well, I guess and no, but it's basically a re-debut stream, because I basically am doing it all over again, but in a deluxe form. What I mean by deluxe is I'm basically breaking down more. I'm breaking it all down more and more deeper compared to the last time I did this whole thing, and hopefully this time it's not gonna go crazy stupid with the connections and parts and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just still hoping at this point. But I think it's, yeah, I think we're doing good so far, you know. I'm pretty sure, you know. Wait, how much slides are we? We're still on the 16th. We're still on the 16th slide. From how many? The total amount of slides that I made for this presentation was 50. And I'm still on the 16th. By the way, welcome, Ikim. Welcome. Ikim. Kim Possible. Oh yeah, speaking of cartoons, Kim Possible. I didn't really put Kim Possible here because I didn't really watch that cartoon back in the day. When it comes to Disney, yeah, Kim Possible is a Disney show, right? Disney XD, yeah. But yeah, when it comes to Disney shows, I more so watch bizarre looking ones. One of them being 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢, the Daredevil. What was his the Suburban Daredevil? Yeah, that's it. That's the title. 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢, the Suburban Daredevil. That was a really sick show. That it actually one of those first. It was one of those first things that made me like and want to learn how to skateboard, and I did. Eventually did learn how to skateboard, but funny enough, my old skateboard was I definitely need to buy a new one. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah. Next up, though, after 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢, which is again really recommended as a really underrated Disney XD, right? Disney XD show. We have the Spectacular Spider-Man. There's a lot of Spider-Man cartoons and animated shows back in the day, right? But this in particular, that Spectacular one, is a really balanced one. I'm pretty sure it's the most balanced and the most enjoyable through and through from the first to the second season. From all sorts of twists, from all sorts of character that they were able to, have on the show. Because a lot of Spider-Man show or cartoons, they usually don't have every single main side characters that the comics would have. For example, one in particular, Black Cat. There's only two rendition of her in the animated format. Other than that, you can probably just find her on games like the Spider-Man Insomniac one, the first and the second game, right? But yeah, anyways, I'm going off on a tangent again. Anyways, next up is Invincible, of course. We're coming through with all the superhero stuff now. Invincible, a really nice series, a really nice animated show, a really nice cartoon is what I'm gonna say again. But yeah, it's a really nice and interesting show as a whole. Pretty sure it's some here and there it's different from the comics, but I'm pretty sure more so than none it's getting more and more similar to the comics. But yeah. Anyways, next up though is Teen Titans. Teen Titans. Yeah, that's a really nostalgic series as well for me, as well as Kid Next Door. Yeah. Kid Next Door was a really nice really nice and odd show, I guess you could say. Unfortunately, they never really have any comebacks, I'm pretty sure. Unlike the other ones like Teen Titans or Amazing World Gumball, or maybe even Avatar, or maybe even Adventure Time, maybe even Ben 10. But yeah, KND. Next up though is Chowder. Chowder is a really weird show, but I still dig it. It's still really a fun show, all in all about food and weird stuff. That's the only way how I think that's the only way how I'm gonna be able to describe the show itself. But next up though is The Boys Presents Diabolical. It's basically The Boys in an animated form, but it's basically one shots. So each episode has different art styles and storylines, but I'm pretty sure they're all basically like a spin-off way to explore the world of The Boys in a more crazier way, I guess you could say. Because yeah, things that they can portray in an animated form is really way larger in scale, I guess you could say, compared to live action stuff that they can still pull off with CG and whatnot, but not everything can look as crazy as it is in animated form. But yeah, next up though is Marvel X-Men 97. Marvel's X-Men 97. Yeah, the series itself that recently was released, I'm pretty sure last year, right? It was still a nice show overall. I thought it was gonna be like boring in a way, cause I'm honestly I didn't really grew up um like liking the X-Men that much. Even the movies back in the day, I was like not that tuned in to the live action movies as much as I did with Ghost Rider, Daredevil, Blade. I don't know how and why, but the X-Men movies wasn't really attracting to my interest back in the day. But the animated shows back in the day, though, I do have watched a few that they would put out. Not the classic one, but this one though, the 97 one is really nice. Um, it was really nice as a way to introduce newcomers to the X-Men. Because a lot of people don't really know about the X-Men. Maybe they would know it from the Marvel Rivals fiasco, but not a lot of people would even know that as well. In general. But yeah, still nice. Next up though is Phineas and Ferb, of course. Phineas and Ferb, really iconic show from the Disney era, the Disney Channel. I still do like it. Wait, oh yeah, aren't they also coming back with? Yeah. Phineas and Ferb are coming back as well. I'm pretty fucking sure. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were like criticizing on the art style, and even though it looks, I don't know, it just looks the same to me. Maybe I'm just not that picky, and because yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I don't really see the problem and whatnot. But yeah, next up though is Lego Ninja Go. It's a series about ninjas in the format of a Lego. I don't know how to say it, but it's a really. I'm pretty sure it's still ongoing until this very day. And in one of these days, I do wanna watch back everything. Maybe at least, at least like around since this season where I dropped watching the show or stopped watching the show. But yeah. Still recommend it as if you guys like super powered stuff. If you guys like Lego in general, it's really recommended, and it's a really fun show. Well, as far as I've seen it, up till like I think the third season. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. But next up is Randy Cunningham, one of those series like 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢 that is quite underrated, I guess you could say, because it's on the Disney XD. I'm pretty sure it was released on the Canada side of Disney XD, and then it just I don't know how, but it just got to Indovision had a Disney XD, and yeah. They basically had these shows playing. I'm pretty sure on the channels. But yeah, it was a really nice show as well. Randy Cunningham. It's basically like Spider-Man. The main character is basically kind of like Peter Parker with two identities as a Randy Cunningham as the what is the name as well again? Randy Cunningham, the ninth great ninja. Ninth great ninja. But yeah, he can basically transform into a ninja. Oh, you know what? It's kind of similar to the way Moon Knight would transform into, well, Mark or Steven or, even Jack, luckily, would transform into the Moon Knight. It's basically kind of like a rapping type of ordeal, and, Randy Cunningham here can just transform into a ninja whenever he needs to, basically. Next up is Boba Boy, a series from Malaysia, a superhero-esque series from Malaysia that really is still to this day I still have fond memories of, and I'm pretty sure it's still ongoing. Again, it's one of those series again with kind of like Lego Ninja Go that I'm definitely gonna continue watching, and yeah, I'm just interested. I'm just interested on how they age, and yeah, what's the continuation and why would they continue so long until this day? Kind of like One Piece. Yeah. And then yeah, we got Danny Phantom, of course, from Nickelodeon, and lastly Tom and Jerry. I was on the fence with Tom and Jerry, and I think it was like the three animal shows that I was like thinking of, like Tom and Jerry, Pink Panther, and then the last one was, wait, what's it? Scooby Doo. Oh, actually, and Teen Titans. No, not Teen Titans. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was TMNT was, I don't know, like I watched the 3D show on the Nickelodeon channel, and I don't really, I think even even when remembering it now, I'm pretty sure I remember more on the Kung Fu Panda show on the Nickelodeon one compared to the TMNT one. But yeah, it was basically on the fence for that. But all in all, Tom and Jerry is still, I feel like, the most influential one all throughout. But yeah, that was only the the TV shows, the movies, and the cartoons, and now we got anime. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh boy. I'm just gonna go down to the series because I don't need to explain every single one of these. I'm pretty sure if you guys are interested, though, they are definitely all recommended for you guys to watch. But yeah, I'm gonna just say it one by one. FMAB, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Mob Psycho 100, One Piece, Code Geass, Naruto, the whole series. I don't care if it's Boruto as well. Inazuma 11, Hunter x Hunter, ReZero, Vinland Saga, Assassination Classroom, Haikyuu, Dragon Ball, the whole series itself again as well. Attack on Titan, Oregairu, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Doctor Stone, Bleach, Gintama, One Punch Man, Bungo Stray Dogs, Kenichi the Strongest Disciple, Yakitate Japan, Magi, Saiku Kusuo Sinan, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. They're all really recommended ones, and these are the these are the waifus that are also attached to each series that I previously mentioned. Don't even say a word, guys. Don't even say a word. I'm gonna just say names, but don't even say a word. From FMAB, we got Olivia Mira Armstrong. From Mob Psycho 100, we got Tsuchiya. From One Piece, we got Nico Robin. From Code Geass, we got Violeta Nu. From Naruto, we got Tsunade Senju. From Inazuma 11, we got Raibo Natsubi. From Hunter x Hunter, we got Shizuku Murasaki. From ReZero, we got Frederica Bauman. From Villain Saga, we got Yilva. From Assassination Classroom, we got Irina Yelavik. From Haikyuu, we got Saiko Tanaka. From Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball series, we got Android 18. From Attack on Titan, we got Mikasa Ackerman. From Oregairu, we got Yui Gahama. From Kaguya-sama, we got Chika Fujiwara. From Doctor Stone, we got Nikki Haneda. From Bleach, we got Yoruichi Shihon. From Gintama, we got Tsukuyo. From One Punch Man, we got Fubuki. From Bungo Stray Dogs, we got Akiko Yosano. From Kenichi, Strongest Disciple, we got Shigure Kosaka. From Yakitate Japan, we got Sophie Balzac Kirsaki. From Magi, we got Hakui Ren. From Saki Kusuo, we got Mira Chisato. And from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we got Maria. Yo, Moja, welcome. Selamat malam. But yeah, these are the... Do not ask on why there's so many snow bunnies, okay? This was not intentional. I did not know that there was gonna be so many snow bunnies on me. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next one, which is husbando. Okay, you know what? And instead of these names, waifu and husbando, let's just say favorite female character and favorite male character. I don't want to be labeled with any crazy titles, so yeah. For now though, we got from FMAB again, we got Roy Mustang. From Mob Psycho again, we got Reigen Arataka. From One Piece again, we got Travagal Dewater Love. From 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 again, we got Jeremiah Goat Walt. From Naruto again, we got Kakashi Hatake. From Inazuma 11 again, we got Goenji Shuya. From Hunter x Hunter again, we got Kurapika. From ReZero again, we got Otto Suen. From Vinland Saga, we got again Askeladd. From Assassination Classroom again, we got Karma Akabane. From Haikyuu again, we got Kenma Kosume. From Dragon Ball again, we got Android 17. Again from Attack on Titan, we got Levi Ackerman. From Oregairu again, we got Saika Totsuka. From Kaguya-sama again, we got Yu Ishigami. Next up, from Dr. Stone again, we got Tsukasa Shishio. From Bleach again, we got Kisuke Urahara. From Gintama, we got Shinsuke Takasugi. Next up, from One Punch Man, we got again Garo. From Bungo Stray Dogs again, we got Edogawa Rampo. From Kenichi's strongest disciple, we got Ryuto Asamiya. From Yakitate Japan, we got Piero Bonis. From Magi again, we got Sinbad. From Psychic Kusuo, we got Kaido Shun. And lastly, from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we got Muhammad Abdo. Hey, don't remember. Hey. Okay, this one is, I think, it feels more balanced on me. We got like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, 8 is a lot. Actually, hold on. How many snow bunnies? Snow bunnies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe even 11. You know what? Whatever. I am going to move on. Let's not stay and make unreasonable clips of myself, shall we? All right. Next up, we got honorable mentions for anime, series anime that are, I feel like, is quite underappreciated, aka underrated. So yeah, I'm just say one by one on what series I feel like deserves more attention and whatnot. And yeah, you guys tell me if you guys know of these series or not. But yeah, here are my honorable mentions for anime. We got first Heavenly Delusion. What? First, we got the Heavenly Delusion. Next up is To Be X. Next up then is To Your Eternity, Lane Click, Pluto, Summertime Render, Steins Gate, Angel Beats, 91 Days, Dorohedoro, Kekkai Sensen, Durarara, Ajin Demi-Human, Akka 13, Vanitas no Carte, or The Case of Vanitas, Kamikatsu, Dead Parade, Tsukimichi, Black Lagoon, Isekai Shokudo, or I'm pretty sure it's called Isekai's Restaurant Isekai, something like that. Zone 100, Bloodlet, Make You Black Company, Tomodachi Game, and Grand Blue. Askeladd based. Yes, yes, Fiori. Hey, you know what's up? Yes, sir. Askeladd. There's so little people that I know that actually watches Vinland Saga. So I'm glad that fellow Indonesians are actually watching Vinland Saga as well. But yeah, these are my honorable mentions though. You guys tell me if you got any favorites from this 5x5 list of honorable mentions. And yeah, those are my anime stuff. Anime stuff, yeah. Okay, alright, next up is inspo or inspiration that inspire me. First of all though, we got favorite artists or artists that inspire me specifically on me. Most of these are rappers, I know, but well, that's the point, isn't it? I more so listen to rap than I do in any other genre, but not to say that I only listen to rap. Okay, I also listen to all sorts of stuff, all sorts of alternative, all sorts of experimental, crazy sounding music, and yeah. But these are though the most influential ones that for me personally that I would say for the past 5 years or so now. All right, let's go. Let's go down to it. Let's go down the list. First, we got 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢, a rapper from an artist from Japan. Yeah, Japan. Or, of course. I'm pretty sure lots of you would know on who 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 is. And then next up, we got Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator inspired me a lot in terms of how to write really nice punchlines, really nice punches, really nice pockets. But yeah, creative ones as well. Really inspiring. But yeah, next up we got The Weeknd in terms of vocals, in terms of how I would write my chorus nowadays. For example, I'm actually just give you guys a little bit of a listen to my newest song that I actually just recorded yesterday. I'm gonna give you guys yeah, I already played it on the beginning of the stream, so I guess you guys can just listen to it back, but I'm gonna play it for you guys for the one time. Hold on.
Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Thank you for making me hate myself so much. Yeah. Thanks for driving me insane. I'm this big.
It's still a draft though. It's still a draft. A lot of vocals are usually inspired by these artists on the list here. Villain Saga base story. Oh, you read it. Oh shit, that's even crazy. Nice, beauty. This one's gonna be on the third album, by the way. Because this one also is this particular song that I just give you guys a listen. It's actually about it's more so about myself and a way to reflect on my life in the past. A little bit personal, and that's why it's going to be on the last or third album from the project OVT. But yeah, no new jobs. No, not really. Yeah. Well, again, even when I made this list, right, a few days ago, I don't even know if it's really I don't even know if it's really conclusive like that. Because even if I say that these are the artists that inspires me a lot in terms of writing, in terms of vocalizing and whatnot, in terms of singing and whatnot, but it's still, I feel like there's still so many artists that I feel like I can put on this list. But these are just the ones that I always listen to. I think that's, you know what? Yeah, these are the only these are the artists that I always would listen to on a weekly basis. I think that's that's more so of on the inspiration part of it all. I feel like it's not really. I can't I can't really say that it's actually like inspired me 100%. But again, what the fuck is 100% in this world? It's all gray anyways. as I've already mentioned on my original lore song. But yeah. Next up, the wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Next up, though, we got Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry as a rapper, really inspirational. Really opened up as being a geek and nerd as well. Loving all sorts of anime series that he always mentions sometimes here and there, also in on his music. But yeah, next up is of course Kendrick Lamar. By the way, these are not albums specifically that inspires me. These are mostly just the artist in as a whole. As a whole, it's not really the specific album that basically I'm saying, oh, these are my favorite albums. Not really. Some of these are even just singles cover. So yeah, I'm just using the ones that were available on the 3x3 generator thingy-majiggy. But yeah, next up though, after Denzel Curry, we got Dizzy 8, one of those nerdcore artists that inspire me a lot as well, in terms of, you know, embracing your nerd side into the whole creative aspect of writing music and whatnot. But yeah, next up though, we got Lil Uzi Vert, of course. I don't think I need to explain why. Higher Music is it's a collective. I know it's not really fair. I know there's so many artists in that label. I know, but it's still, yeah, there's still a lot of you know, J Park, PH1, Big Naughty, Golden, and you know, there's a lot of artists there, but I do really like them, their stuff though. Higher Music do inspire me a lot as well in terms of how to make things catchy. Yeah. That's definitely one of them. But yeah, next up is Contrast. Contrast is also again a nerdcore artist. It's I'm pretty sure he's really popping off for the past year now. So yeah, big ups on Contrast. I've listened to his stuff ever since the nerdcore era of his stuff. But yeah. Next up, we got Rich Brian, of course. Do let me know if there's any specific Rich Brian songs that you guys want me to give it a spin, I guess you could say. Give it a whirl. Alright, next up though, we got Tory Lanez. Yeah, in terms of music, R&B, I definitely take a lot of inspiration from Tory Lanez and The Weeknd. But yeah. Next up, we got Kid Laroi. Kid Laroi got a lot of bangers that I always listen to on my playlist and whatnot. But yeah. Next up, again, it's not really fair to say that the whole Dreamville fucking collective is also here. But if I can only pick only one, then it's either going to be J. Cole or JID. Maybe even Earth Gang. One of them. But yeah, they really inspire me a lot as well, and really nice collective. Wait, I think somebody went in indie and part ways from Dreamville. I forgot who, but I'm pretty sure it was a female artist. Yeah, let me know if you guys know any of that. But anyways, next up we got Peso Pete as well, of course, again with the nerdcore era that I was going through back in the day, even until this day actually. Bro still puts out music and I still listen to it here and there. Anyways, we got next up is Black with the 6 as the the replacement of B in the beginning of the name. Really nice. More so on the R&B type of stuff. Again, the melodies and whatnot inspire me a lot on that. And then we got Logic, old Logic. Not the newest new old Logic, but the old Logic. He inspired me a lot. I'm not gonna cap. Yeah, like the last thing I really love and like from him what was it actually? I think it was the one with Eminem. It was either that or was it the Joyner Lucas one? Maybe even the 1-800. One of those, one of those. But yeah, anyways, next up though, we got Don Toliver, of course. Dora! Yeah, anyways, we got next up Juice World, of course, 999. Oh me. But yeah, next up though, we got Travis Scott, of course, in terms of how I would embrace my auto-tuney vibes. I used to not really like how auto-tune feels so fucking, like that. But in time, I grew to basically understand. I grew to basically have a different perspective now on how I see and how I listen to music. I'm more open than anything else now at this point in my lifetime. I used to really be picky, and at this point, I'm even even Playboy Cardi's last album, I Am Music. I low key was kind of vibing to that shit. But yeah. Next up though, we got JPEG Mafia, a really bizarre artist, I'd say, but really nice. I take a lot of inspiration from him in terms of how he would be really experimental and, of course, really crazy of how he would make music and whatnot. But yeah, next up though, we got 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢, one of those artists from YouTube back in the day that transforms himself into the most articulate, I'd say, for an artist that I've came to see in terms of evolution and whatnot. But yeah, next up though, we got Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas is a really influential artist, I guess, as well, in a way, because he would make remixes back in the day, and that would actually, make me actually like and know a lot of our other artists that I used to not know. Like, pretty sure, for example, I knew 𝐷aBaby, I think, from Joyner Lucas's remix of his song. Was it Bop or was it? I don't know which one, but I'm pretty sure Joyner Lucas did. Joyner did a remix of one of 𝐷aBaby songs or tracks. But yeah, next up though, we got X, of course, Jeffrey Onroy. Yeah. Rest in peace again with Juice again as well. But yeah, he definitely inspired me a lot in terms how to make melodies, in terms how to really be experimental, in terms of how to basically observe. What's the word? To basically be more than what they label you as. Because at first I thought X was just a SoundCloud rapper that likes to scream and all that jazz, but it turns out it was, we were proven wrong, and he was actually really in his bag in terms of how he would like to make music, and that's really inspiring. And it just makes me think more and more on how some people, unfortunately, would always be put on a label in terms of what they would be known as, or what they would be known to make and whatnot. It doesn't even have to be music. It can be anything in terms of creative creators and whatnot. But yeah, really is inspiring until this very day, even. Yeah. But yeah, next up though, we got Childish Gambino. Again, as I already said back when I was mentioning Atlanta on the list of movies and shows that I really do enjoy, is again Childish Gambino, in terms of writing, in terms of delivering, in terms of writing line, again punchlines, kind of similar again to how I take inspiration from Tyler. I really do enjoy Childish Gambino's discography. Really do appreciate his time in making music. When he used to make music, I'm pretty sure he's done making music with his last album, right? But yeah. But yeah, lastly though, we got Gang again. These are mostly just Western artists. I'm pretty sure if I just list down every single country and which artists that you know I've listened to in the past and take inspiration from. I feel like there's gonna be at least 50, and this is only 25, so maybe even maybe even 100. I don't fucking know. She. Anyways, that's all though for that. And yeah, let's go next to the oh wow, okay, inspiration now from the aspect of my design currently as as my Bishounen era, Bishounen form, as you guys can see. See. All right, but yeah, you guys can now see the list of characters that I would take inspiration from to make this design. First of all is Lu Xiao from Link Link. Like, what? Link Click. Lu Xiao from Link Click. I keep saying Clink. Click. Lu Xiao from Shiguang Dai Liren. Or Link Click. Okay. Kisuke Urahara from Bleach. Lelouch Britannia from Code Geass. Shota Aizawa from Homeboy, My Hero Academia. I don't know why I can't think of it. Boku no Hero Academia. MHA. Kenjaku slash Go. No, not Gojo. Geto. Kenjaku slash Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen. Wait, what? Oh, Shinen no Zen. I forgot to put the point, the symbol thingy majiggy. Yeah, Shinen no Zen from 86. I don't think a lot of people know of that anime, but yeah. Next up we got Gabimaru from Hell's Paradise. We got as well as Kaneki Ken from Tokyo Ghoul. Okarun from Dun. Yeah. Akutagawa Ryunosuke from Bungo Stray Dogs. Android 17 again from Dragon Ball Z. Or, Dragon Ball Z, whatever. All sorts of super and all that. And then we got Kakashi Hatake from Naruto. And then we got Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Frankenstein from Soul Eater. It's I'm blanking some. I'm slowly blanking as we go further into the night. Frankenstein from Soul Eater. All Might from again MH. Oh my god! I just realized I fucked up. Oh wow! I was not supposed to put two characters within the same list. Oh wow! You know what? Yeah, okay. I'll make another I'll make another 5x5 list that I basically need to replace, I guess, Shota Aizawa with another character from another anime that I haven't mentioned here. Cuz it doesn't really necessarily have to be like that, I know, but I put myself into this invisible rule to basically not use more than one character from one series for the inspo. But I do know that it's more, and there's a lot of other characters from the same series that I took inspiration from. It's not really that much of a big deal, but I know that's just a rule that I put myself up with. But yeah, next up we got the Light Yagami from Death Note. Then we got Akashi Seijuro from Kuroko no Basket. Sang Jinwoo from Soul Leveling. Aladdin from Magi. Vanitas from Vanitas no Carte, or the Case of Vanitas. Kenma from Kenma Cosme from Haikyuu. Yuichi Katagiri from Tomodachi Game. Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. Angelo Lagusa from 91 Days, and lastly, Mr. Crocodile from One Piece. Alright, those are the characters that I took inspiration for this design, guys. As you guys can see, it's a little bit, at a first glance, it looks really simple, but it's not really that simple. But yeah, as you guys can see, my shirt is actually kind of big and oversized, but because of the strap holder around the armpit is that's the reason why it's kind of tight on the chest there. But and then there's also the effect from a kimono. If you guys know of archers and kenjutsu, and I'm pretty sure a lot of martial arts and a lot of kimono wearing stuff from Japan, they usually have like this stash that would go around their armpits. I forgot what it's called, but there's like a term, a term, a term for it that I keep forgetting. But basically, the shirt is oversized as well here because of the fact that this Bishounen form is basically, haven't even mentioned on why. On the reason why there's Bishounen and Ikemen, but basically this form is basically smaller in terms of its body size proportions compared to the Ikemen one. The Ikemen version, specifically the clothing pieces that my avatar is wearing, it's basically, or I'm basically wearing right now. It's basically was handpicked, and yeah, basically was supposed to be just specifically for the Ikemen form. But yeah, when we when I go back to my Bishounen / default form, it becomes oversized, and it's not really it's unavoidable if I don't even wear anything oversized, but it's sadly unavoidable if I want to make it lower accurate. So yeah, but yeah, as you guys can see as well, there's the fingerless gloves that I always wear, but under it there's a bunch of wrap bandages because of a certain accident or incident that makes it kind of that makes it basically hard to show you guys without being, what the fuck is that? But yeah, that's why it's all wrapped up in bandages. And then the other hand though has also another glove, but it's specifically for archery, because archery and bow and arrow, or yeah, archery is basically one of my avatar's main go-tos in terms of how he would use range weapons. Yeah, that's what they call it, right? Range weapons. That's why he got those. And yeah, oh yeah, they're actually inspired, guys. Also, by the way, inspired by Black Panther's aesthetic of his vibranium suit, and that's why it looked like that. Fun fact. But yeah, also there's actually it's actually a shirt, but it's all wrapped up around the what do you call it? around the shit, I'm blanking right now. Pinggang. I can only think of the bahasa Indonesia one, but yeah, around the she. Yeah, anyways. anyways. Next out though, we got the other ones. Oh yeah, I guess you guys can't really see it, huh? Even in my live 2D model right now, but this this Bishounen model or form doesn't have the braided ponytail, but it has the ponytail like this, and basically it's just like split into two tails to signify or symbolize on shin and shaft, which is even, shown kind of too obvious in terms of how you guys would be able to see the eyes that are, displayed on this Bishounen form right now. Which again, one eye is blue. I mean, no, it's not blue. One eye is purple and one eye is green. To again symbolize the duality of shin and shaft. Ryu, in the other hand, though, is not really. Well, Ryu is the only thing that's left, but it's basically to pay tribute to Shin and Shaft, who is in lore is actually dead. but combined fully with Ryu as a whole person, kind of like Akashi actually. Yeah, Akashi in the last game or that movie basically fusion ha with the whole with his own other self as a whole Akashi Seijuro. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent again. The other thing that's actually kind of a cool detail. If you guys already maybe perhaps are aware of my Ikemen form model, it has a sorban as well, right? A scarf, a white scarf, but it only has one. Well, there's like another layer for it underneath the main layer of the scarf, but the Bishounen one also now has three. It's not really called tassels, but they are. Yeah, well, I guess they're basically tassels. Yeah, they're basically tassels. They're basically tassels. And lastly, but not last but not least, this model also is actually not standing up, but sitting down in a crossed manner. I guess I can show you guys a little bit. As you guys can see now, there you go. I'm actually floating. But yeah, I don't need to explain why I'm floating, right? But floating and sitting at the same time. But yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. We're only how many? Oh my god, we're still halfway. We're okay. Next up is the hat, the bucket hat. Oh me, because true and true, I am indeed a bucketeer in terms of how. But yeah, in reality, I just like to wear bucket hats. Well, I used to when my hair was more. Yeah, when my hair was really long, it was way easier and way better for me to wear bucket hats to not stand out. Basically, I used to not like wearing hats because it feels like I'm standing out. But in time, in time, and as I grew up, I do realize that people wear hats actually to do the opposite, to basically not stand out. But yeah, either way, this bucket hat is actually also going to be filled with so many other stuff on top of it. It's still a blank canvas, kind of like the whole thing with the other designs, with the sorban, with the scarf again, with the shirt, with the jacket. It's all still a blank canvas, quote unquote, because I'm planning to do, well, not to do, to put all sorts of sentimental stuff on top of these blank canvas, quote unquote. But yeah, and then there's the glasses, the iconic, well, not really iconic, but in terms of lore, yes, it is iconic. Because this is basically the paradoxic glass, the pair of paradoxic, yeah, glasses. It has basically has as you guys can see, it has those three spikes coming out of the end of the frame from each side, and it's actually supposed to be a way to basically it's basically a way to basically see jinns and ghosts and spirits, well, in a more literal way, without observing or using any sorts of energy, because naturally my character is actually an indigo child, as I said earlier, an indigo vigilante in the dystopian world, but he can only see jinn, spirits, and all sorts of stuff with the glasses if he doesn't want to use any types of because again, he's basically kind of blind. Just a little bit, but you know, in a way, it's a way to basically close your eyes without. It was basically I took inspiration also, by the way, from the Ice King from Adventure Time, because the Ice King can actually see all sort of crazy stuff in the POV of his eyes, because he got wizard eyes. But yeah, this is basically a way to not see any crazy stuff as a as Aosho Seiryu would be able to see in his day-to-day basis, and that's why he would not wear the glasses and put it on top of his bucket hat like this, in a stylish way as well. But yeah, here is also the ikemen character sheet. It used to again be only 3 oshi mark, as you guys can see on the side of the full body L2D model there. But yeah, Aosho Seiryu after a time skip. Only when you die will they realize on how much impact you've given them. And yeah, that's kind of, in a way, that is true. You guys, I feel like it's in a way generalizing as well the concept of taking things for granted. That's the word. The concept of taking things for granted is basically, yeah, to take things for granted. to not appreciate stuff until they're actually gone is I guess another way to put it. But yeah, anyways, as you guys can see, blah blah blah, dislikes injustice, likes balance, age question mark. But yeah, I don't think I need to explain this again because I already explained it on the I think we did the re-debut like 2 years ago, right? But yeah. All right, next up is why Bishounen versus ikemen. Well, I only found out about this Bishounen form of mine, if you will, as like my default state of a form after an incident where I finally would shed a tear from finding out something quite important for me personally. But again, it was only really possible for me to switch back and forth if I could shed a tear at any moment, which is really rare in my case due to a long amnesic history of trying to fully remember on how genuine human emotions are like. And that is why bro likes to journal his journey, his stuff, his every single things, every single little things that he would find, interesting, important, and all that. Yeah. Next up, we got, here we go. The long story, long story short, it turns out that I used to have 2 independent souls that resides in my body, Shin and Shuf. 2 of them was formerly a demon and an angel, but they would on one day, sacrifice themselves to save my dying human soul by merging with one another. And since both of them originally was born as a jinn, again, it basically makes me a hybrid of a human and a jinn. And I know that, again, yeah. Now I know that it all might sound bizarre, unbelievable, or maybe even insane for you to swallow all that info. But I feel like you deserve to at least know all of that to fully grasp on why I've been the way that I am till this very day. It might seem random from your POV, but I do hope that at least you can understand even just a tiny bit more of who I am as a person. But yeah, here is the also character sheet. Undone, by the way, not even done, because it was never done. The model for my first ever L2D model. There's basically my 1.0. My 1.0. The concept of Shin Ryushuf was originally from this model, and then it actually was inspired by IRL fits that I used to always wear on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I still have all of this stuff, but I don't really wear these kind of stuffs anymore because, as I grow older, I realize that I don't really need to, put on a show every time I go out of my way to just, be touching grass and whatnot. I guess you could say, as you guys can see. The comparison, I guess you would say, for the fits. All right, next up though is my model evolution. It's a little bit crazy to look at when I think about it, but it all started with the high school form or era, with the brown velvet jacket hoodie. And then I used to just go and put it on my waist. Oh my god, that's the word, waste! What a waste of time that I was Wasting from just thinking of that. Okay, anyways, and then there's the end of the Nason saga, or the high school era, which was, yeah, I was beginning to look more and more rip, I guess you could say, because, you know, working out and all that. And then blah blah blah, we got to the Vinfluence saga, which is the college/university era again, that basically had all sorts of crazy crazy evolution. Ini waktu itu Hana, this was Hana's, this was Hana's again as well. Oh enggak, this Hana's, and then this was Konko's, and then this was Konko's. Yeah, Konko, Konko-kin, Konko, Nakauji, yep, Mars, yep. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of crazy evolution. And then we got to the right side, which is the paradoxic saga, or the adulthood saga, era. And yeah, as you guys can see, the 𝐸𝐽𝐸 form and the Bishounen form down here. But yeah, as you guys can see as well, these are the credits for the models that I've already mentioned on the names just now. Which, again, the mother for the 1.0 was originally made by Hana Yukiko for the design, and then it was upgraded by Konko for the 1.0 into a live 2D from just a PNG. Right. And then Konko made the 𝐸𝐽𝐸 form as well for basically the 2.0. Basically, here's what I can say. The 1.0 is basically the college version. Yeah, the college era/university era, and then 2.0 is basically the 𝐸𝐽𝐸 version, the 𝐸𝐽𝐸 form of the paradoxic/adulthood era. And then mother, as the I said mother, and then mother's brother, and then mother's sister is Mars, because she made my Bishounen form right now. Evolusinya keren. Evolusinya, bro, it was so chaotic when I you know, kayak susun per satu-satu kayak berurutan gitu, like god damn this shit, what in the multiverse. Udah kayak multiverse gitu ya kelihatannya jadi. But yeah, welcome by the way, Dimex, welcome. Anyways, next up is the mother sister again, Mars, who draws the Bishounen form, and then we got my first father for the 1.0, which was rigged by Yugan Tamaren. And then we got the first actually no. Okay. The 1.0 was first rigged by Yugan Tamaren, and then another father's big sister, has also rigged 1.0, which was Ajiseri. I don't necessarily know where was she from, but I found out about her on Twitter, and then she was learning how to rig live 2D models, and then I just said, oh, what? I mean, I already got a model, so if you want to try to learn how to rig, feel free to try and rig my model. And then yeah, it turned out actually really crazy looking. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just show you guys one by one. Why don't I just do that, huh? Why don't I just do that? Actually, never mind. That would take too long for me to. that would take, because loading every single model. Would that be? You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. If my shit got fucking nuked, it is what it is. But let me just try and do some crazy for once. Oh man. Oh man, you guys are gonna. Hopefully it isn't gonna be too much though. Okay, there's my 𝐸𝐽𝐸 form, as you guys can see. Look at that on the full flash. Udah kayak stand aja. Ya udah kayak stand. Stundo. Wait a minute. Itu terus ini apa ini? Wait, let me check, guys. I'll be forgetting, bro. I'll be forgetting. Let's see. What is this one? Because again, I have oh my god, this is Zuya. I didn't even put Zuya's name. Oh no, I forgot. I already put Zuya's picture there though. I forgot to put Zuya's name. But yeah, Zuya made this Omori style model. I got to shout him out. I'ma put everyone's I'ma definitely put everyone's links after the stream. I just forgot about that. Sorry guys, sorry. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the other models. Oh, is this the one? I think this is the one. Hold on guys. Let me cook. Ooh, it is. Yo, this is getting crazy. Let me go down here. This is getting a bit too crazy. Oh man. Holy hell. The evolution. God, what the fuck? Oh, it's moving along with the model. It's kind of dumb, isn't it? All right, next up, let's see what else do I have. There's so many ones, bro. I can't, bro. Wait, what? Tuh, apaan tadi? Yo, tadi apaan? Hold on, guys. I just got a weird message. That I'm not sure. Oh, B station though. Okay, all right. Is it this one? Hold on, guys. I got to know. I think it's this one, but I could be wrong. What the fuck? Oh, this is the Bishounen one. This was supposed to be the Bishounen model, but yeah, that's not the one though. That's not the one. Ain't no fucking way. Wait, where? Bug. I'm pretty sure there's still more, but I'm just not remembering what their names are. Oh, you know what? I think it's this one. Hold on, guys. Let me cook. Let me cook. Paika, welcome. What is this? This is a re-debut stream 2.0 that I forgot to do. Well, not forgot, but it's more so like it was too chaotic last time, so I want to do it again to make sure that it's properly done and not like last time. Too much Avatar. I mean, I want to give a tribute to all these motherfuckers that done their thing. I wanna give my flowers to them. Oh man. That is just so dumb. Look at that, guys. Holy, sebentar. It's kind of looking like I have like all sorts of stands, huh? That shit look dumb as fuck. Bro, that's a fucking cutter on the corner, like some Bob the Builder type beat. Hold on. Wait, was it this one? I don't know, man. Oh wait, okay. I think this is the other rig that I mentioned with Yugantama Ren and Ajiseri. Never mind, they are the same fucking thing. Alright, okay, I can't find it. But these are basically the ones that I used to always use. These are the models that I always use here and there on me, in terms of how I would make content. I would stream, I would do all sorts of things. Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all this is too much. But yeah, shout out to every one of y'all that did their thing, and made it possible for me to came to life. Yeah. Anyways. anyways, let me continue on to the next slide, shall we? But yeah, shout out again to Hana Yukiko, Hong Kong Ko, Mars, Yugan Tamaren, Ajiseri, Marsha. Yeah, Marsha, the one, it was the one that rigged my Ikemen mod or Ikemen form of a model. Kanisu Arya Setya, the one that rigged my Bishounen form of a model. And then there's the cousin chibi model that Nakauji then made. He made it and rigged it as well as Zuya. Zuya also did that. Made the model and then rigged it as well. So shout out to you guys. Even if I forgot to put Zuya's name here, sorry, Zuya. I'm so sorry. And then the cutter tool model. I don't know. Quote unquote gifted by Konko and Kin Ogamori. Kin, shout outs to you as well for being one of like the top tier inspiration for being a VTuber. It was actually Kin. I'm not gonna lie. He was like one of those VTubers. Even if he doesn't want to even if he doesn't want to admit that he is one a VTuber, I still see him as one of those the most influential content creator when it comes to streaming back in 2021 to 2022 or 3. Correct me if I'm wrong on when Kin done dipped out and need to focus on life and whatnot. But again, congratulations to Kin, who even got married, I think like last year, right? Yeah, it's been a long time I didn't see Kin. Yeah, man. Oh my god, the Max, man. Oh my god. Yeah, he's really happy now, and I'm really glad. I'm really happy for him as well. That he has a full-fledged wife. He's not maidenless anymore. He's not stressed out anymore. He's not. Well, I don't know about that, but but more or less. I feel like it's less. Hopefully, but maybe when he got a kid of his own, and I'm pretty sure he's actually on the way from having a kid, an actual kid. Okay, but yeah, that's yeah, man, that's the credits that I will definitely give a shout out to y'all again that have helped me to basically make it possible for me to do all this shit that I've done for the past 4 years now. Yeah, 4 or so years now. Oh yeah, speaking of being grateful. Here's my musical journey. That number 0 means it was supposed to symbolize on how I basically in 2022 at the end of 2022 was the year that I first got into B Station, and B Station in a long story short basically was able to give me a mic set. It's an Evo. Wait, what's that again? Yeah, Evo Audient Evo. I don't know how you call it, but they basically gave me a set for a recording set with even these are the ones that I still use till this day. Well, not to stream because if you stream with that mic, my shit is cooked because it's way too heavy with the phantom power audio interface and whatnot. But anyways, I'm still using my BM800 until for streaming in particular. But when it comes to the recording important stuff, I definitely would use the mic that they done gave me. Again, I'm very grateful to B Station for giving me a chance to even be able to win something like this. But yeah, shoutouts to B Station. Even though a lot of people done dipped out of that platform a while ago. But yeah. Yeah, that's 2023. All right, next up is what I I don't even remember anymore. Oh right, I have a whole video set up for this. Hold on. Yeah, this is my basically like a vlog, a vlog. Yeah. It's basically like an update video that I made regarding my musical journey from 2022, I think. Yeah, let me just play it for you guys actually. Enjoy. We stayed. Oh my. I don't know if I can watch this actually. let's just skip. Yeah, let's just skip all this VRB biz. let's just skip all this VRB biz. You know what I mean? Now let's just time skip all the way to 2022, where then was when I caught a bloody flu. But seeing all these fellas rapping towards each other in 2022 don't fuel me just enough energy of inspiration to write down this freestyle that has authenticity as its main theme of a message. Alright, I'm not gonna play that for you guys. I feel like it's way too long for you guys to sit through. I'm just gonna skip all that as well. But the point is from this whole thing, right? It's basically like a time capsule now I think about it. But it was really to basically give you guys an update on why I haven't been streaming for like a while at that point. I feel like broken out watching. No sir, I can't. I can barely hear myself sing. Oh me. I mean, I guess I feel like most of us would, feel the same way. Oh me. I'ma just play the end of this thing because I feel like that's the main message that I was trying to highlight on. Holy shit, that was loud.
Irony rasa satisfaction that pops into our brain. Or the kami paksa subtraction that makes them blame on their own for judgment to what could entertain them. And all is well until in tanya menyondo darah hijau yang your thing isn't going to rottening the next gen like it's nothing. But then you get to wait to find a difference in so that the bed would just eat some bacon. Dari hawa nafsu generasi yang tersesat ini meridakkanlah isu ilusi yang berpusat ini.
After okay, yeah, that was basically the main point of the freestyle. It was to highlight upon the problem. It's not really a problem per se, but to me it is a problem. I mean, I feel like I don't need to spell it out for you guys. But yeah.
It's well until in tanya menyondo darah hijau yang your thing isn't going to rottening the next gen like it's nothing. But then you graduate to find a difference in so that the bed would just keep some bacon. Dari hawa nafsu generasi yang tersesat ini meridakkanlah isu ilusi yang berpusat ini.
After uploading this, I then realized my burning passion for making music and just to spread somewhat of a motivational message and just things of that nature within every lyrics that I'd write. So here's a compilation to some of the lyrics that I've written, in which hopefully can maybe impacted anybody in a positive way. Enjoy. Oh boy, here we go guys, here we go. Oh my god! Bro, hold on. First and foremost, crank up that. I forgot to crank up that quality. Hold on, this is a blast from the past. Oh me. Rapping guy, yo entra. Rapping guy nggak touch. Welcome. Selamat malam, selamat datang. Yang baru pada datang. Let's go back to memory lane. Beneficial to people's moral fulfillment or something spiritual. It does not even care if you're right or wrong or in between. It only cares if it's enough to make your good to the screen. And it's precisely where the problem lies. Having a formula that only drives a clean online identity that's based on popularity to then lead you. Let me know if you guys know what anime this is. Ain't no way that's the indicative of a
person's word or value. Never thought that your post can lead to depression. Now have you could even be a fraud and parade empty most slogans all across your page and still achieve what most call tokens that strike large audiences and being favored by the algorithm. I ain't even touch on the most discordant rhythm like you see. Research shows that the algo has proven to favor content that's more polarizing and negative in nature. Simply cause such content is just more engaging. Simply ignorant content is just more enticing.
Oh no! Oh no! Not this one! Also, actually, I'm pretty sure this one's copyrighted. Fuck it. Fuck it. We move.
I'm just afraid that them things might just end up the same.
Sorry guys, I'm not prepared.
Only for you had me by surprise. It really is true since I was just aside. Deep on these feelings that I've tried to hide. End up deceiving myself for that bloody pride. I still not knowing if I should just go.
Oh, by the way, happy Pride Month, guys.
By your side, should I just cut and start going that way? I ain't gonna let the fun I just say. Ku beratap itu, paksa itu yang jadi dorongan untuk cari pertolongan. Tapi dari
I can feel it.
seseorang yang berbentuk begitu ketanutan dan sekarang untuk semua yang
Sorry for the epilepsy, guys. I was editing on my phone. On my computer, I want fun and get pressure. I don't like the leisure of being able to just treasure. There's no is out of my control. This testament and prove it as a fucking hole. I'm all up just seems until something. Maybe I just need to go and climb under a mountain of pressure. Bro, I don't forget the whole thing.
Society put all these different minority like what? I'm normal, normal. The pregnant man up normal. The normal meaning punya asal dari mana? Since all of this stands
But the one thing that I weird,
even when it's different, yeah, we still need to learn that imperfection and differences ain't nothing to be scared of. What we really need is the will of unbiased justice and love. And I know that it ain't easy from all of the responses, but let's correspond to tolerate and building up these bonds. Jadi mari bersama kita singkirkan rasa dendam agar ada.
Itu ini ada dua versi. Fun fact.
Manifestasikan, bikin dah tuh jalan, bilang pintas, bikin yang pantas, atau rush, have trust to just. Don't you judge your shoe that you never wear before. Maupun itu suatu ses yang beda dari dirimu. Pengomong of that can only lead to agony. Apalagi kau dalam mimpi berimpit dengan agony. Ini just be how young you'll be like with all of the mask.
Ini kalau di re-record dan lebih niat, jujur emang pasti bisa. Oh my god, lagan.
No one is ever truly lost. Selalu berubah bagai bunga. No one can stop your demon. This redemption is on the verse. And I have this mentality to keep my family on perch. Kita berbeda, we're diverse, tapi our hands can selalu merge. They say I'm dreaming too far and always collecting new scars. I'm all knowing like Narduar. Berjumpa tanya apa kabar with my homies. Terasa hambar kabar yang mendasar. Berlutut di depan altar. Just take my life and not my brother. They say I'm taking it too far, but for the boys I'll do it all.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to just fall, bro. Nama yang terandal. So don't you judge a shoe that you never wear before.
apalagi? Oh my god. Tapi mari tata atau batu juga supportive. Tak betulah head yang beda tuh tak apa-apa. Batas dibela karena tak ada yang serupa-rupa.
Everybody has their own story and ending called life. We all want to see that our present things to strive. But it just bothers me on how most of the majority got even satisfied on that thing called priority. While a human believes in what he sees, yeah. We are watching over every door with film keys, yeah. I'm talking about that feature of the human nature. It can't really be measured for what we truly treasure, yeah. Since we all have different goals and purposes, don't think that it's equal rights, but we're all bound to our own righteousness. And what's objectively is right and wrong and goes back to how we
Bro got talent.
We're all truly just young face. Kita itu sama yang beda dalam bersamaan. Satu arti tidak berarti satu sisi dari kenyataan. Hanya saja semua itu hipokrit. Yang single concept go over truly be concrete.
Asli ini awalnya tuh harusnya masuk album sih. Tapi gak bisa.
Tapi benar hanya kalau mayoritas kesalah-salahin segala pembuktian diri sendiri tuh dimarah-marahin. Maling konten-konten magazine lain. Makin memang bingung kau tak kepada naik. Gawat banget jatuhkan sampai berkontradiksi. Ain't thinking with the brain but with giants and pixies. Morning got you distracted from the right path. Science got you sidetracked from all of that. Patah di depan mata yang lancar paradox. On the side the matter thinking when it's inside the box. I might not be the most
Oh no, not this one. Not this one.
Akhirnya jadi interpancing dan be again pay for the bloody car.
Sering dicaci maki karena enggak jadi domba. Asumsikan hidup orang lain udah kayak di lomba-lomba. Kan setiap harinya baca desa kelompok lumba-lumba. Tak mengetahui akar ekor dari segala prosesnya. Hidup seorang introvert itu bukanlah suatu like an intro that's familiar. Just cause they stay quiet don't mean they don't care. Just cause they keep it private equals cocky shit and even fair. Hanya karena dia bukan berarti tak peduli. Hanya karena sendirian bukan berarti gak punya nyali. Hanya karena milih menghindari bukan berarti berlipat angkuh. Hanya karena milih itu sendiri bukan berarti takut selingkuh. Ya
Ini kalau di mixing ulang juga bisa sih ya. Oh my god, the chorus. Pussy banget. Hey babe, that Rize with me.
Dari awal pelacur yang hanya menghancurkan.
The double entendre.
Karena berbangsa tapi I know I smell good but still a freak up. Yeah, this double.
Shout outs to Era. Shout outs to Era, bro.
Udah berkali-kali
God, shout outs to Eki.
seolah-olah penting sampai distabiasi terus di segala sosial media. Pikir kau perlu pasangan demi validasi ya. Gak ada makhluk awan alami asli basi. Aku tidak mencari pacar yang ku cari ku jodoh yang banyak cabai ku di pasar ya. Janganlah jadi bodoh untuk tidak bisa mengontrol diri. Untuk berasa harus mencari padahal
kayaknya aku mau rilis
sudah
juga
mentakdiri jadi fokus
soalnya waktu itu udah
sisi mandiri.
sempet bikin
Obviously
mixingan
to directly evoke yourself to be better. And I know shit ain't easy to face your darkest desires, but at least try your best for your lifespan expires.
Ini BTW kalau lo pada tahu pastinya The Wanderer from Genshin Impact.
Control the urges you to rebel. Prioritaskan ego sama dengan bego. Jangan yang like itu goblok. On your potential that you see every goes out on the element.
Epilepsy lagi.
The best version of yourself wanna make them rock hard and as the job that's will make them stop fuck. He a genius model from the hip hop realization bikin ku jadi egois. Ya I'ma shoot my shot and won't care if I miss. Karena mending kayak gitu daripada hidup bias yang terdampak dari penyesalan untuk gak ngegas. Tegas keras tapi di hati lembek.
Oh my god, ini sebelum pakai autotune juga loh. Ini era-era sebelum pakai autotune. Sama sekali. Kalaupun pakai kayaknya nggak bener deh waktu itu. Shout out to Dog.
Misinterpreting what I say. I've been lying if I care enough to pray while I'm dying. I'm doing everything that I say. Ain't coming back, you know I say. Fell under the bus, we get top 10, and in my mind ain't wrong, but it doesn't. Memories of people like Clearly Crossman. That about the friend. We made a new one and do it again. Yeah, I'm saying unfair. Felt my purpose till death to my ass.
Untuk antar menahan
perasaan yakin yang dijadikan bahkan konten sampai sekarang yang sekedar tidak hanya bab lari yang juga standar dada kan terus biar bisa jadi daily and sesuatu perform me personally. Now if people ask of my content consistency adanya censor them with the phrase one man army. In this instance start like a bloody ace attorney riding on the sky every day or so naturally not simple show but taking like control of the ring. Not sure why it's worth that.
Ini malah jadi karaoke doang. Karaoke lagu sendiri. Like
juga bingung Tujuannya pada bias tapi juga sampai lupa mayoritas belum kenal kreator kayak aku yang peduli nominal kepikiran si ada tapi bukan siklus prioritas jadi lindungilah coba memang dan tulus yang pantas.
Oh my god, sempurna dalam dunia rekan-rekan ku ramah and I'm talking about no dicks with a slide box. You see I got all them tricks from all of your fucks. We say I have the ignorant kids. Soon you for sure won't get or get this like a fucking buffoon. So young that you won't even
Nah mas ini inspirasi kayak waktu itu dari terlalu sering dengerin lagu J. Cole. Makanya iya Pockets was really crazy.
Killers of mine have pushes people to the edge. All my friends are dead on their thinking on that fucking bed. Learn to witness for the innocence to see this inspire me so that I can just call it quits. Fighting to all this spiritual adaptation. I ain't gonna work and fighting for validation. Know you want to see pulling like a man expansion. Like what? Don't even need to mention how I'm leveling this rhyme be looking like a different dimension. Chipping glistening on how I shine upon the curses around the globe. Be going crazy and just like the coat over the back. And I'm just the king for all kinds of curses that I'll sing on the dim screen until the end of time. Was even crazy when I'm still in my prime. Tapi asik gue lakuin ini juga karena umat ada yang makin. Ya gue sih berlari tua gampang amat tuh dibisikin untuk menggoyang-goyangi iman kalian. Sayang sekali ya teman-teman karena kematian itu tak dijadi gak usah dilawan sampai hilang moral etika jadi hanya. Nice.
And those were just the ones that I can think of.
Ini 2020 berapa anjir?
There's definitely
2023.
more. So if you'd like to check on the rest of my music
2022.
catalog, then just go to the YouTube OAC channel, you know.
Oh
It's
my
called
god,
L2D,
subscriber
or
masih
maybe
91 waktu itu.
which
Wow.
yeah, mostly upload my music.
Nah,
stuff.
that's crazy. But yeah.
Oh my god, guys, I can't, bro. I can't. I can't, bro. I'm sweating like crazy. After that, after that.
Shit. And there's how many slides left? We're still in 36, bro. We're not even.
Oh yeah, right.
Right, I forgot to explain more now on Project OVT. Project OVT. Project OVT. It's OVT because there's gonna be 3 albums. At first it was gonna supposed to be 3 EPs, but I think EPs are not enough. It's gonna okay, here's the thing, right? It's either gonna be 3 EPs with only like what 3 to 5 songs per EP, or I could make it into an album with each of these filled with 7 to 10, maybe even 9 to even 10 songs per per letter. But I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. Well, I can do the EP route, and then I can maybe just release the rest of the songs that aren't in the project themselves into singles, and I don't really necessarily have to be. I don't necessarily have to put it in as an album. I can just put it out as a single. But I'm even till this day I'm still constructing a really a cohesive way to release every single project that I've made for the past 2 to 3 years now. So yeah, it's a really it's a really mind-boggling way to go about it. But again, it's really just because of the fact that I'm also writing a novel that I want to make it make sense with this project as well. I think that's one of the big reasons on why I'm holding off onto the whole thing as well, Anyways, let's continue on to the explanation for each letter. First of all is the O on OVT. It's supposed to be just called OVT for short, for overthinking, right? But then it stems into 3 letters now, O, V, and T. And O is supposed to be observation because it is more so about the deduction of how the world are shown
from the eyes of the main character in this project, which is myself. um, Again, even the art, as you guys can see, is quite horrific, because the world is quite horrific as well. The original plan was to sums up the whole project into one big mixtape called OVT. But after a while, the number of tracks just keeps on getting more and more as time goes by. So I decided to just separate these original songs into different albums, 3 different albums, and so now it becomes Project OVT. As the O now specifically is for the types of songs that relates back to my personal observation towards the world in general. In short, it's all about my 2 cents about the current state of this world. External stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit heavier in terms of themes. It's gonna be a little bit of politics. Politics? Here and there. It's not gonna be that much, but here and there. Oh yeah, you guys can see. Here's the teaser that I made a year ago for you guys to see and listen to it. Hold on. All right, let's go straight into it. By the way, there's going to be more. These are not the final number of tracks. Egois. Tadi Iblis, sekarang Ego. Orochi, Ryuzoki, welcome. I know that it wouldn't be wrong when the content is good quality, but becomes harmful when it's something within the vicinity. Yeah, the algorithm don't even care if it's beneficial to people's moral fulfillment or something spiritual. It does not even care if you're right or wrong or in between. It only cares if it's enough to make you glued to the screen. And it's precisely where the problem lies. Having a formula that only drives, that only drives. Stay close. Semangat, thank you. Jangan malah nyali lisan yang di akhir kau jadi siklus. Biar jadi kreator dengan legacy influence yang berisi asasi. Karena terpenting tuh influence dari kita. Generasi terburuk yang bisa leave a legacy that completely obviously kinda like the property stuff. Like how I'm back now like this gonna be later down the line. From now let's just enjoy this the on and shine. Ay. And finally, 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢. Bloody cycle of bottom and making melodies suicidal in live one. 3 EP projects coming soon. How long has that been, huh? It's been a long time. Oh yeah, these are the sketches that was made specifically for this project. A lot of crazy ones here actually. I might actually use these on top of this one as well. This is the final storyboarded one, and this is the sketch ones. Yes. It's all for each song, so each character, each panel is going to be for one song, and yeah. Okay, next up is the second one from OVT is V, and V stands for Valentine. Why is the picture me in a class? It's actually because the project is let me just read this out loud. Next up from the word OVT is V for Valentine, or specifically every single original songs that I've wrote that got something to do with the concept of love. Whether would that be platonic, romantic, or even just family love. This one in particular, though, is mostly gonna be shown from the POV of my old naive high school self, since those were the days when I used to still believe in the concept of such innocent love. Well, yeah, not anymore. But you know, a lot of people really like these love songs that I've made in the past few years now. So yeah, that's why. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you guys can actually. Hold on. Shoutouts to 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢. By the way, this is the art that's going to also be for the project. Wait, what? Lagging, hold on. We need to run that.
But we love that to laugh like I'm in love at first sight, can't really be trusted. Buta cinta bahkan susah temu banana all alive. Macam lo kita yang suka buta, masih suka mulut terbata-bata. Benda tu bertanding for syariah, biar luka tu hati meronta. Please tell me, is this real or is it fake?
Yep, though ya itu tease dikit aja, tapi thank you buat 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢. The L udah for editing a little quick edit for this tease. Shoutouts to you. I'll definitely put his links on the description of the stream later on after the stream, okay? But yeah, shoutouts to him. And yeah, that's a little bit of that one song that I recently already uploaded actually. It's called Sweetheart, and it'll be on the album as well. This is also the the evolution from each year that the character will go through. And yeah, the Valentine album is gonna be all about the high school era. Project OVT3 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. Okay, this is gonna be a bit abstract. I feel like it's gonna be really abstract in a way. I mean, even I can't explain it. Yeah, but again, the last letter in OVT is T for 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢, the final nail in the coffin. Again, which actually means as well in Islam, or Islam, yeah. 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 in Islam is often translated as God consciousness, piti, or fear of God, encompassing a deep awareness of God's presence and a desire to please Him. It's a state of mindfulness and awareness leading to a conscious choice to avoid actions that displease God and to perform acts that bring one closer to Him. Essentially, 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 is a way of life characterized by humility, self-restraint, and a commitment to righteousness. Elaboration: more than just fear. While fear of God is a common translation, 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 goes beyond simply being afraid of punishment. It's a fear born out of love and respect for God, leading to a desire to live in accordance with His will. God consciousness. 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 involves being constantly aware of God's presence and attributes. Recognizing one's role as a servant and being mindful of one's responsibilities to Him. A way of life. 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 is not a passive state but an active practice. It involves making conscious choices in one's daily life, striving to do what pleases God and avoiding what displeases Him. Yeah. Basically ini lagu-lagunya tuh bakalan bener-bener yang, well, pastinya ada religi elemennya, tapi more so than none itu bakalan bener-bener bertema muhasabah banget dan lebih ke internal. Tadi kan kalau yang observation itu observasi dan eksternal lihat ya. Dan kalau yang ini lagunya lebih ke internal dan lebih personal aja lagu-lagunya. Ini salah satunya, aku putar dikit aja.
Aku tak perlu hadiah, yang ku perlu tuh hanya hidayah. Ku tak peduli kalau juga dipanggil payah, yang penting tuh kau masih ada, oh ayah. Yes, I was lost without you, oh father. I was like a wolf mungkin bisa dipanggil panutan. Dengan banyaknya berlimpah nih ajaran, sampai juga bisa dipanggil pahlawan. Dari banyaknya momen kau juga selamatkan diriku ini yang perlu banyak bikin catatan.
I can't listen to this. I'm sorry. It's that song was, if not one of the most emotional. Yeah, fun fact: the most emotional songs that I've written is all actually both about my parents. The last one was not. It's the one for my mother. It's still not done, but it's basically done with the structure and all. But the recording part of it all isn't done yet because it's really emotional. Even that other one that I just shown, Hidayah, it's really personal as well because it's basically a story about a boy who lost his father. Yeah. Anyways, let me stop being sentimental and actually wrap all this up, okay? But yeah, so yeah, hopefully you can maybe reflect a bit more on yourself as I did while writing this whole thing down in my journal. Sometimes we all have different shades of ourselves that we can't accept, or maybe in the process of fully knowing and what it truly means in the grand spectrum of our lives. And that's okay. It's okay to have your own pace to understand yourself, your ever evolving self. Nobody's perfect anyways. Life might just as well be a test, or a game, if you will. Never take anything at face value, since, you don't know if that face itself is even the genuine face of such sincere value. But, yeah, wow, we're finally done. We're finally done of this shit. Alright. I haven't even opened up the. Oh, you know what? Yeah, hold on. I haven't opened up the Google form. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't think it would take 3 fucking hours to go through all that. Oh my god, that's actually hilarious. Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna go. We're not done. I wanna stretch a bit, and then we can continue on to the Google form. So if you guys wanna send me a message that I can read for after this, go to the G form on the description of the stream, okay? For now though, I'm gonna go and prepare for the actual G form itself. Or yeah. Anyways, let me just there we go. And then let me just
Thank you for giving me all of this
drama. Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Whilst as I prepare to read the G form. It didn't felt like 3 hours, guys.
Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Thank you for making me hate myself so much. Yeah. Thanks for driving me insane. I'm this big of my Thanks for pushing me to the 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 like that. I don't ever wanna be no one-hit wonder. I don't ever wanna be no 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. I don't ever wanna be an idol. Nah. I don't ever wanna be labeled with stars syndrome. Sadly, unfortunately, most motherfuckers be drunk off that high, no Hennessy. Most of that dopamine junk, that's all they done see. The new rules with the fuel on the motherfucking daily. Can't tell why can't even fucking trust yet lately. Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and empathy and pray that nobody gon' switch up on the addy. Macam ketika yang kita harus tetap balikan that way. Without all this pain, I wouldn't be where I am now. I won't let it invade from all this shit. See, it ain't the same now. Nearly jump over that clip, but I got made me realize how it's smiling. Strictly a trip to swerve all of that pain somehow. So please, future me, stay strong. Yeah, it's okay. Just look back at all this to see another day. We all into the stress, yeah, just go pray. Don't give in, stay locked in and find the right way. Thank you for giving me all of it lately. Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and empathy and pray that nobody gon' switch up on the addy. Macam ketika yang kita harus tetap balikan that way. Without all this pain, I wouldn't be where I am now. I won't let it invade from all this shit. See, it ain't the same now. Nearly jump over that clip, but I got made me realize how it's smiling. Strictly a trip to swerve all of that pain somehow. So please, future me, stay strong. Yeah, it's okay. Just look back at all this to see another day. We all into the stress. Yeah, just go pray. Don't give in.
Alright guys, I'm back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Hey, all of this drama, Thank you for making me all of love so much, yeah. Thank you for letting me insane all this 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. Thank you for making me that my ass like that. I don't wanna be the one that wonder. I don't ever wanna be the idol like that. Alright, unfortunately, don't do that. And I see you wait, where is the fuck is the hold on guys, I'm getting confused of my own fucking layout. Ah, here it is. Wait, does that show us anything? That way. Now that this pain I will be there now. Huh, I guess not. Alright, I'ma just go back real quick. There you go. It's okay. Another day. Alright. Trauma. Thank you for making me all in love so much, yeah. Thank you for letting me insane all this 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢. Thank you for letting me that my ass like, yeah. Alright, let's read these messages, guys. No, I don't ever wanna be under the thoughts in the sadly, unfortunately. No Hennessy, from the dopamine, the daily, the fucking daily. Bentar guys, I just opened up Discord and it's kinda laggy. The fuck did I say that like that, bro? Oh, Nayama lagi donaton. Wow. This pussy another day. Nothing don't say. I'm getting to the sucking in the right way. Ntar ya, habis kelar after redebut stream dulu ini. Alright, let me go back to the actual thing. Sorry guys. Don't ever wanna be no Nazar syndrome. Alright, let me shut the fuck up on that music. Matiin dulu musiknya so that I can read without anything. Ryu Nana. Oh, okay, let go. Aku baru sadar pengennya gede banget. Okay, anyways, Ryu Nana. Selamat hari debutnya ya mas. Semoga karirnya lancar baik di streaming di musik di Exadra. Also modelnya ganteng mas. Beneran. Totally not having kucis lagi pada flashbacks. No, bro, aku tidak berniat untuk horor ya guys. Ini adalah battle scars anjay. Battle scars gitu. Anyways, ya, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ryu Nana. Thank you, Nana, Ryu Nana, Ne-chan. Arigato. Semoga lancar juga ya. Harusnya nanti Juli. I keep forgetting Juni atau Juli. Kamu bilangnya mau ini comeback. But ya, lanjut. Ini hanya 6 jadi harusnya kita cepet sini. Snow Baron, I'm so sorry. Baron. Oh, di Twitch streamnya ngulang ya. Snow Baron Aum ya. Selamat ya atas debut / redebut / rebus / redebut atau apapun itu mau disebutnya ya. Semoga sukses selalu dan makin lancar ke depannya. Kalau ajak collab ditunggu banget ya. Sangat terbuka buat ajakan dari tim HNS. Anjay. Gaskan. Aku mikirnya gini sih. Karena aku udah bener-bener sekarang lebih serius jadi VTuber. Karena dari dulu I'm not gonna lie, I felt kayak apa ya? Kayak aku nggak pernah ngerti banget aja sama kultur VTuber. Karena ya again, as I've already told this a millions of times at this point, apa ya namanya? Hal-hal VTuber itu semuanya terjadi out of apa ya, tiba-tiba aja terjadi gitu gara-gara masuk kultur streaming yang ternyata ya ramenya juga streamingnya tuh ramenya VTuber kalau ngomongin tentang punya avatar. Dan ya secara literal VTuber kan virtual YouTuber, VTuber. Bisa dibilang juga YouTuber itu apa? Content creator sinonimnya kan. Jadi ya atau komanya V-creator berarti yang penting VTuber itu adalah sosok yang memang berkarya dan punya avatar. Aku nggak peduli kamu itu hybrid, aku nggak peduli kamu itu streaming atau enggak, yang penting bisa dan pernah berkarya dan punya pakai avatar yang merepresentasikan karya tersebut. Jadi secara rincinya aku nggak ada masalah sama apa namanya aneka ragaman bentuk VTuber di Indonesia kan gitu kan, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika juga atau ya juga Pancasila. Kita harus bisa accept perbedaan untuk adanya perubahan anjay yang membaik ya tapi. Alright, oh ya betul aku belum lupa baca ini. Di sini tuh aku sengaja tulisnya udah kayak yang tadi jurnal juga. Since the Totsumachi thing wasn't really possible for me to really do without the proper scheduling, feel free to fill this form out with things that you may want to tell me in a VC, or maybe some things you just want to tell me in general after that chaotic re-debut stream. Yeah, from last week. Alright, maybe even some gifts as well. itu nggak wajib, tapi thank you banget kalau kalian sampai sampai seluas itu hatinya. Candy, oh ya Candy. Aku mikir langsung Candy Rula, bukan Rula Candy, beda. Candy ini Sally. Congrats on your re-debut. Here's to more blessed years to come. Gambare. Hey, let's go. Thank you Sally atau Candy, sorry. Biasa. Oh jujur nggak tahu ya, dia lebih sering dipanggil sekarang apa? Soalnya again, in time people usually have different names and whatnot. But yeah. Anyways, next up is Harumika Suzumiya. Oh yeah, white hair dude on the Imagi Safa. Safa kata. Hold on. Ini dari tadi OBS lancar kan ya? Alright, ya lancar. Oh my god, oke, yang paling panjang so far. Go man! Karena kemarin kelewatan redo buat kemarin 2 kali tapi oke. Sorry. It was a really hectic night after Chef with its many things happening, good and bad ones. Tapi lewat pesan ini aku mau bilang selamat atas trade debutnya. The model really looks cool dan tetap semangat berkarya ya Ryu. Maaf aku belum bisa kasih hadiah apa-apa ya. Nanti kalau mau collab atau butuh bantuan sesuatu hit me up aja ya. Let's go. Aku pasti tapi emang juga ini sih. You guys that actually took the time to fill up this G form thingy majigi, I will definitely do a collab with you guys one way or another. Karena kalian udah menyempatkan waktu untuk menulis, ngeklik link, and all that jazz on me. Oke, berikutnya Sola. Solanoid. Happy birthday. Hah? Brother, my birthday was like 3 months ago. It's March, by the way. The 8th of March. Maret. Happy birthday, Shop. My big brother that always there for me and helped me through dark times. I don't think I can ever repay you for every. God damn. Okay. I wish only the best for you and I'll always have your back no matter what. Anjay. Ya ini message Shota boy sekali nih. Let me stop. Let me stop. Anyways, apa ini? Wait a minute. I know what this is. I think I know what this is. Hold on. Loading dulu. Check your Steam notif. Yep, I knew it. Ya nanti aku kasih lihat game-gamenya emang waktu itu soalnya aku udah accept duluan. Ya kali aku tinggalin aja kan. Steam seminggu nggak mungkin. But yeah, thank you banget Sola. Kita nanti breakdown semua game yang bakalan juga aku mainin 1 bulan ke depan dan mungkin 2 sampai 3 bulan ke depan. Alright, next up is Viola Ellie. Lastly, the 6th person. Selamat atas Tri debutnya. Semoga kedepannya semakin semangat berkonten ya. Okay, nice. Thank you Ellie. I mean sorry, Vio. Panggilannya Vio ya. Viola ya, Vio. Thank you Vio. Arigatou gozaimashita buat semua yang sudah ngirimin G-form formalitasnya ini. Cause again, I am not your typical VTuber. Jadi aku jujur aja emang agak gimana gitu melakukan hal-hal seperti ini. But I'm trying to change. Oh me, I'm trying to evolve. For better or for worse, I don't know. We'll see. But yes, again, thank you for those that were able to stop by the stream though, guys, yang udah pada sempat mampir buat meramaikan stream kali ini. Jujur aku tadi awalnya mau ngadain lagi Totsumachi, but again, I'm pretty fucking sure Totsumachi itu harus pakai schedule. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not even gonna bother to do that anymore. Oh man. Tapi aku wait, tadi Boy seriusan streaming kah? Cause I saw a notification. Hold on guys. I got to know. Bukan ijazah. Huh? But yeah guys, I got to know. That was a really nice stream though, overall. Gak ada masalah di YouTube. Twitch paling ini hanya streamnya ngulang sekali. So yeah, I feel like that should be it though for the whole thing. Oh, you know what? One last thing. Biar nggak terlalu lama juga sih, aku nggak mau streamnya lama-lama banget. Ini udah 3 jam so. Oh, udah 3 jam lebih. I wanna show you guys or give you guys a lesson dari lagu terbaruku tadi kemarin baru record. Sebenarnya dari tadi aku udah puter. But I wanna do it for the one time buat kita akhiri stream ini, okay? Again though, thank you so much for y'all that were, kind enough to, drop by the stream. It's really, I really do appreciate it. My first time ever having a mouth. I'm still getting used to it. I'm sorry if I look insane with the mouth and whatnot, or if you guys are not used to me having a mouth. But yeah, it's overall was a splendid experience of, sending out invitations, preparing presentations, all sorts of stuff like that. As a typical VTuber that would should do, what a typical VTuber should do. So yeah, again, it's been nice. I'ma give you guys this one more time for a listen. It's called Thanks for the Trauma, and it's going to also be on the last album for the internal themed self-reflection type of an album. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be either the end of the whole album or the beginning for like an intro type of ordeal. But I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna give you guys. Actually, what am I doing? I have it on my fucking OBS. Whatever. Let's just play it.
Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Thank you for making me hate myself so much. Yeah. Thanks for driving me insane. I'm this big of my Thanks for pushing me to the 𝕸𝐞𝐫𝐢 like that. I don't ever wanna be the one hit wonder.
I don't ever wanna be the one who does later. I don't ever be an idol. I don't ever
wanna be labeled with stars syndrome.
Sadly, unfortunately, most motherfuckers be drunk off that high, no Hennessy. Most of that dopamine junk gets addicted. Seek the new rules, be the fuel on.
Paling ini kurangnya sih adlib doang.
Can't tell why can't even fucking trust you lately. Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and empathy and pray that nobody gon' switch up
on the daddy. Tayong gonna understand na adikan na way.
With all of this pain, I would be where I am now. I won't let it in from all this shit. See, it ain't the same now. Nearly jump over that clip, but I can't make me realize how it's mileage. Really, a grip to swerve all of that pain somehow. So please, future me, stay strong. Yeah,
It's okay.
just look back at all this to see
Another
we
day.
all into the stress. You just go pray. Don't give in, stay locked in and find the right way.
But yeah, that would be it for now, guys. I do hope that you guys, somewhat enjoyed that whole thing, I guess. And yeah, I'll be out now. I don't wanna take too much of your time. It is Sunday night. A lot of people got work to do on Mondays, so yeah, I don't think it's good for me to go on and stream. For now though, I hope you guys have again, I've always remember to take care of yourselves physically, mentally, and maybe even spiritually, to have yourselves a damn bloody good one. And yeah, jangan lupa minum air putih, jangan lupa sentuh rumput. Nggak apa-apa ada letih, nggak apa-apa kalau ada nggak apa-apa kalau ada letih, nggak apa-apa seselau siput. Semua orang tuh beda, punya berbagai agenda. Monggo like dan komentarnya kalau kalian emang mau aja. Yeah, it's Benny Boy, Shin Ryu Shaf, kurang lebihnya mohon maaf, aka Ushaf, kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care and bye.
Thank you for giving me all of this drama. Thank you for making me hate myself so much. Yeah. Thanks for driving me insane. I'm this big of my Thanks for pushing me to the edge. KYS like that. I don't ever wanna be no one-hit wonder. I don't ever wanna be no Hollywood glazer.
I was clapping my hands, but it sounds kind of crazy.
I don't ever wanna be labeled with star syndrome. Sadly,
Fortunately,
most motherfuckers be drunk off that high, no hand.
Hesse
So off that dopamine junk, guess all they
daily,
rules be the fuel on the motherfucking
daily,
can't tell all who I can't even fucking trust yet.
lately,
Shit, I guess I just gotta have more hope and
buddy,
pray that nobody gon' switch up
on the addy,
on the jump and guy and get a harvester.
abadikan. Like, wait,
All this pain, I would be
where I am now?
better than been from all this shit.
Did I say no?
Forward, that clip, but I can't make me realize how it's polished.
Wait,
All
wait,
of that pain,
wait, wait.
please future me stay strong. Yeah,
It's okay.
I got all this to see.
Another day,
Stress, you just go
pray.
don't give in, stay low.
Locked in and gonna that way. Thank you guys. Woo!
Giving me all of this drama.